Well, hello, hello, hello. Good. Well, is it still morning? No, it is afternoon. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, no matter when you are, where you are, who you are, how you are when you're watching this show. I'm your host, generally specific on the channel, Subpar Gaming. And my name's Todd, by the way. Hello, and good to see you. And come on in. We're gonna play some Magic the Gathering, chill out, maybe watch a couple of videos here and there. Um, you know, the usual. The huge, the huge. But we'll get into it here. Just hey, what's up, Boot? Good to see you. Yeah, I recently saw good old tuberculosis there. Taints beware. Terry Moore, tell me more, tell me more. Apparently, he's on the warpath, and I left a couple of comments on his latest, one of his latest videos, where he's answering things, but he can't figure out a simple free to play StreamYards account, but yet he scored a 96 on his bar entry exam, apparently, allegedly in Minecraft. Um, yeah, so apparently he's on the warpath with Lucid Layer, Lick the Whole Boot, Kfar, and I'm not sure who the other one is. I don't know. I was checking it out, and I forwarded it to myself, so maybe I'll do a little breakdown on it today. It'll be kind of fun tonight. Ooh, that said, so white and blue spells. All right. Well, we got some blue right here. I think we'll play some. We'll play some regular play. See what's going on with this deck. See how I can make this deck a little bit better. So how you doing today, Boot? You doing all right? You hanging in there? Like a cat in a window screen? What's MC Dillygaff in the house? Did I beat Karma in here? You sure did. Yeah. Well, it's pretty unannounced though, so I'll go ahead and share this over a little fight boredom. Share on my main channel. Yep. All right, so oh goodness, let's go. Opponent says hello. We got a friendly opponent. Cool beans. Let's do this. Sure, we'll keep that. What up, Nero? How you doing this afternoon? Hope you're doing well. Neener. And let the competition ensue. Gotta knock out some dailies, have a little bit of fun. Help you guys pass your day a little bit more excellently, I guess. I don't even know the right word. A little bit more efficiently, a little less bored, perhaps. Let me check my audio. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty good. Thinking about doing another review on good old Sage Outcast. He likes to snipe into my channel and just say wrong to me. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh man, some people are just silly billies, silly gooses, just silly sallies. What we got here? Yeah, I don't think I want that. Anyone got big plans for today? Any big things going on today? I finally called the doctor to see if I could get in or get a cough syrup doctor appointment later today. Awesome. Well, what's going on? Did I miss some context? Uh-oh, Karma's in. She's not happy. She is not a happy camper. She's not a happy camper. It is on. On like Donkey Kong. It is on. Let the competition begin. My opponent's probably going to rage quit here in a second. Maybe not. Okay, we'll do this. What does my opponent have? Oh yeah, we'll get rid of that, I think. Not sure what he drew though. Okay, we'll leave that on top. I can hardly get here, Karma. I ran hard to get here. Oh, okay. Yeah. She was in before you were. That is official, Karma. She's coming for that crown. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 3/3 beast. Okay, fair enough. Whenever creature you control deals combat. Ooh, there we go. Oh, this is going to be good. This is actually going to be really good. What are we going to get rid of? Sure, we'll get rid of that. You can suck it. Uh-oh. It's getting... Guys, it's getting... Can we all just get along? Can we all just get along, chat? What's up, Billy in the house? Number 2, that's always number 1 in the chat. Unfortunately, Billy, that is a falsity today. That is not accurate, Billy. That is not accurate. I'm gonna turn this music down just a wee bit. Okay, sure. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lieutenant Dan. Uh-oh. Sure, we'll leave it on top. We're going to say... I think I'll... So wait, hold on. You get rid of that? Oh, no. How dare he? Son of a biscuit. I need to get that back. So if I swing with this, he's got 1 giant growth he can cast. Huh. I think I do this, chat. I think I do this. Alright. Got to be true. It's in my name and it's on YouTube. Yes, it is on the internet, which makes it 100% verifiably factual and true. That's where a lot of these people get all their information from, is the mean streets of YouTube. Look at Karma's just taking the crown. She's just putting crowns in the chat. She ain't playing around. She's coming for it. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. That is a fact. See if I can get him to use the, use it. Use it. Oh, he didn't use it, chat. He did not use it. How dare he not use it? I think we do this. I think we'll do... We'll do that and that. Sure. And... we'll say no attack. So how's everyone doing today? We're gonna play I know you guys are just excited. Super excited to go check out. What the hell's going on? This thing's acting super sus. Got to get our daily dose of libtard, just so we can never forget that goofy people do and say goofy things. Chat. I'm kind of interested to see what he had going on today. All right, so we gotta listen to the squeak. We gotta listen to Squiggy's voice here, chat. Squiggy's voice. All right, let me see something here real quick. Let's go here. He's got 2 giant growths. right? So if I get rid of this and this, right? I think that'd be good. And then I attack for 10 flying, right? This puts him on a clock, doesn't it? And you can't block these things. All right, sorry guys, but we're gonna check this out together.
But it wasn't too dangerous before the election. It's only too dangerous now because
large branch fall
countries would crumble, and that's kind of what's going on. Is anybody with this? Is anybody here with me? Does anybody understand any of this? Does this make sense to anybody at all? Oh, hang on. I forgot to drop the. Why didn't you tell me I forgot to drop the invite link? Hang on. Let me do this. Dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. Let's go over to here, and we will drop the link, and I will put the phone number on the screen. Hang on. Forgot to drop the link. Let me drop this link real quick here, and let's pin this to the top before we get that started. Perfect. Okay, now we're good to go. Now the phone number's on the screen.
What up, Lone Bolt?
It's call-in show. We talk.
We
talk politics. We talk news. We talk.
Lone Bolt, did you already watch Sage Outcast, or do you wait to see it on my show now? That'd be kind of funny. No, by the way, I recommend you check them out. Sage Outcast, at Sage Outcast. You can find them pretty much everywhere. At Sage Outcast, it is known. Just an amazing example of... All right, let's see. Hold on. Oh, he's going to be so mad, chat. My opponent.
Current events. It's calling.
Not Sage, my opponent. My opponent's going to be really mad. I just keep bouncing and bouncing.
Show 2 ways to call in. The link that I just dropped, thank God, because I forgot about the link. The second way.
Let's see. Billy says, I got someone working on Flo's dope case paperwork. I'm going to show why him and Stupid. Oh, why he and Stupid get along so well. I can't wait to go through that paperwork. You got someone working on Flo's dope case paperwork. Oh, like the open records and stuff. That's awesome. That'd be so much fun. By the way, let me know. I know this weekend I'm going to be supporting JJ Scarborough for jailer. I'm going to be pretty much indisposed between probably pretty much. I'm also going to be looking into an open house for a home close by from my mom. And so my wife and I'll probably be checking that out on Sunday. So Sunday won't be a great day so Saturday would be a better day, Billy, if you want to get together and do that show on Saturday. Or Sunday evening or Saturday. We will be there Sunday. All right. Awesome. Cool. I'm looking forward to seeing you there, man. That's going to be great. I'm hoping the wife will be there, but like I said, she's really struggling with, well, I don't know. She hasn't complained today, but she don't complain much. We'll see how she's feeling today. Even with the medication, it doesn't seem to be touching it. So, she probably can't take it at work because it'd make her drowsy, you know. So, my wife is a trooper. If I'm not full of cooties, I'll be there. Uh-oh. Nice. Okay. Awesome. I get to meet you, and I didn't know you were that close. Or are you talking about the show? Are you talking about in person? Right, I'm confused.
It was basically the phone number that's on the screen, which I didn't turn the phones on yet. I'll give me a minute, and I will do that. And I'm currently playing a game called Weird West. Weird West is the game that I'm playing currently right now. But
Well, I mean, the word currently and right now are pretty redundant, but you know, that's cool. It's all cool. I think it's great. I think it's great that you're double using words just in case people get confused.
I thought I was going to the sheriff to collect my bounty. I guess I'm not, because I might have
in person. Awesome.
I don't know. I don't know what happened
here. Oh, see,
I don't even know where.
Wait, you're like I thought for some reason I get you and Karma mixed up, I think. Thinking you're like way off somewhere else. I unsubscribed to him. I fundamentally disagree with him and his ideas of law determined right and wrong, so I just listen through you now. Okay. All right. Well, all right. Listen, Linda. All right. Yeah, it's I think if he was more good faith, I think it's important to analyze him. I appreciate that, Let's. I do. I do appreciate that because I keep trying to show people grace, Let's, and it keeps blowing up in my face. I'm not gonna lie. And my wife just looks at me sometimes and says, "When are you gonna learn, dude? These people are just snakes." So I'm hoping that's not you, Let's. I'm really hoping that that's not you. I'm holding out hope. We don't have to agree on everything, and we can agree to disagree on some things. I get that, but yeah. Listen, I'm a simple man. I've said it multiple times to people that are very friendly to me. I don't do well with filling in blanks on a lot of stuff. So you got to be very direct with me. Otherwise, I'm not going to know what you're talking about. So you got to spell it out for me as clearly and concisely as possible. So I appreciate that. I left a comment in Cliff's last night live book. Yeah.
Where I am. These guys don't look friendly. They're not friendly.
Yeah, Cliff Williams was being a little less than charitable towards me. Even though I still try to be decent to the guy. I think Boot's right, man. I think he's just a subversive, shaky bagel at the end of the day, and I don't really know what else to say to the guy. You know, so, I don't know, man. People are weird. People do weird stuff. We'll do this.
Just so you be aware, they're not friendly. So, yeah, I'm kind of confused in regards to what's going on, and maybe you guys can call in. Maybe you MAGA people can help me through this. The MAGA people that are still on board with the Trump.
Yeah, I'm really hesitant to cover that because, well, I'm really hesitant to cover it because I think Tucker Carlson's content is really, really copyright guarded like you wouldn't believe. Really copyright guarded. So I'm trying to be very careful with that.
Still support the Trump campaign. And I have a quick question for you guys. At what point do you guys don't believe Trump? Like, I mean, there's been tons and tons of stuff. Like, at what point, like, because I'll tell you what, it is wild to hear some of the X Spaces and other videos that I watch in regards to Trump. Like, everything is 4D, 5D chess, and the guy literally, if he can tie his shoes at this point in reality.
Literally, chat.
I don't even know it. I remember when one caller called up and said, "Well, we can't have a woman president because they're too emotional." Wait, what? Have you not seen any of Trump? Heard Trump? Saw any of his tweets or anything like that? That's too emotional, really? Yeah, I don't think that's a thing. So I am at a complete loss.
It's gonna start at the Meade County Jailhouse at 14:30 p.m. as far as I know. So at 2:30 p.m. So, yikes! I think I'm getting my butt kicked here, chat. I think we do that. Do that. Sure, we'll pick that up. Get those back. And then it'll probably be over around 4 p.m. So I don't know. Maybe we'll go someplace and grab a bite to eat or something afterwards and kind of fellowship a little bit. Daryl's content isn't copyrighted. I just wish they weren't 50-hour series. Yeah. I do long form stuff too. It is, but not monitored as closely. Got you. Yeah, I mean, I might do like little bits of it and really pause the crap out of it just to make sure that it's. Should I even block this chat? Does he have like a chocobo kick or something? He's got something, Chad. I feel like he's got something. I feel like this is a trap. That's a legendary, so he probably wants me to block it. No, I think I'm not gonna block it. And then I think I'm gonna really tick him off here. Watch this. Watch this lone bolt. His WW2 stuff provides insane insight. Yeah, I'm sure. Like we didn't need to actually bomb Japan, but we still did. Stuff like that. I feel you, bro.
Like, do you remember when Mexico was going to pay for the wall? I don't recall that happening. Do you guys remember any of that? Oh, what the hell's going on here? Hang on. So that didn't happen. Do you guys remember when he said that, we're going to get rid of our taxes and we're going to make other countries pay for our taxes, and that didn't happen? You guys remember when there's no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, which my producer's not here. Producer's not here, so he can't scream about that. That didn't happen. I don't know. I literally see getting worse.
He literally sees things getting worse.
But the tariffs, you said, the tariffs didn't bring inflation. It didn't raise prices yet. Well, prices have been going up. But you guys understand, too, that the pace in which it goes up isn't instantaneously, right? Tariff doesn't go up and they don't instantly raise prices. A lot of times business.
Aw, Karma says, MC, make sure. Well, you got to be careful with her, though, because, like I said, she's really on the struggle bus right now with a lot of pain that she's in. So
they take a look at their financials on a quarterly basis or a semi-annual basis and things like that, and that's when they say, okay, they might have special meetings and things like that if something were to happen, but they don't just say, okay, tariffs are up, raise the prices. Tariffs are down, lower the prices.
Lone Bolt, this looks hopeless, doesn't it? But my opponent is about to be very, very angry, chat. About to be very, very angry.
Tariffs are up, raise the price. I mean, they don't do that, right? So it's just chaos. Let me do this, though. I will turn the phones on here because I already got 3 callers. Hang on. All right, phone is on, Sonia.
His number, 856-600-4654. Sage Outcast.
Let me check something.
I have questions.
Okay, thank you, Sonia. That is the phone number. That was Sonia. She's our Canadian and undocumented. If you don't know the story about Sonia, Sonia was actually somebody that was in the chat that was going ballistic. Oh, listen to that. Too many. I gotta leave this one. Okay, all fixed. Sage speaking.
Fuck you!
God, he's so hated, dude. This guy is so hated. Oh, my God. Nobody likes this guy. Nobody likes this guy. That's hilarious, dude. He must have muted the stream or something.
Well, that was another mega strong mental mega supporter. Definitely higher IQ. That was just he
so
played
funny.
a bunch of commercials or something. I don't know. I muted it. Sorry, guys. So just so he knows, there's kind of a delay before it goes out to you guys, and I have this button here that I can, and then I can turn the sound back on. So there's that. But phone lines are open again. You're welcome to call back in if you think that you are a Trump supporter. I want to hear from the MAGA people at this point. Like, where do you stand now? Like, what does it take, and where do you stand now in regards to the Trump thing? Like, are you still supporting his plans, his policies, his ideas? I mean, I just think it's getting crazier and crazier in regards to the things that's basically happening and that they're passing. And I'm just kind of wondering what it actually takes for anybody to not, like, if you're a Trump supporter, you're a Trump supporter, right? That's just something you're going to do. It's going to be extremely difficult, because you only voted for him because of the word Trump. But I'm at a point now. I mean, it is crazy right now. If they had a smoking gun on Epstein, why didn't the Dems who controlled the files for 4 years, had Garland and Comey in charge, use it? Because they had nothing. Well, the same reason you're not putting it out. Well, why aren't you putting it out then? Like, why aren't you putting it out? So I'm kind of confused. If they had a smoking gun, well, why aren't you putting it out? You're saying it's a hoax. You're saying it.
I think, Sage, if you say it one more time, Sage, maybe Sage, maybe if you say it one more time, Sage, maybe if you said it one more time, that people might understand what you're saying.
didn't exist. So you're saying that Bill Clinton and all these other people were not on this list. So that's kind of, is that what we're going with right now? That they're not on the list? I'm trying to find the other ones. So, because he is literally out.
Literally.
Posting right now.
Guys, he's literally out of
Yeah,
control.
because that's normally my crazy caller. The one that I hang up on, that he basically challenges me to hang up on him quite often. He's another one that brought up the same thing where he basically says, hey, if they would have brought it out, they should have brought it out before. And I'm like, well, why didn't you, again, like I said, then why aren't you bringing it out now? Like, maybe somebody can explain that to me. Like, if it was too dangerous to bring out now, if it's too dangerous to bring out now, was it less dangerous the last time? Thank you for the subscription. Was it too dangerous now than, somebody's got a machete out here. I should probably get ready to shoot him. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if I should be. He's coming out here with a machete. I don't know, man. I don't know. Where's Sonia? Sonia.
His number 856-600-4654. Sage Outcast. I have questions.
Dude just threw dynamite at me. So that, and are you guys like, that's another thing with Mega. Like, my confusion lies in regards to, like, before, nobody, you want tax breaks, right? You shouldn't pay taxes. Let's lower our taxes. Let's get all our taxes lowered. But then when I say that technically a tariff is a tax, you're like, that's fine. Why is that? Like, where is the confusion that lies? Actually, let me do this real quick. Let me hide in the trees. Don't tell anybody I'm in there. Don't tell anybody I'm in there.
Sage is in the closet. He's in the closet. He's going to skip out of the closet, holding Tom Cruise's hand. They're going to skip out together. It's 2025, y'all. What's up? Space Miner says, afternoon, y'all. Let's see. He doesn't believe Trump should have power of executive order, so I'm just curious where executive branch check and balance comes from, if not executive order. Yeah, that's part of it. Nero says, I think being taunted by the left to give out the list, all while Trump got the talking to by people who have other people on speed dial and murk not only Trump but all of his family. Yeah, I think he's kind of probably being held hostage. I'm telling you, man, it's a cabal, bro. I'm small potatoes, so I can sit here. I can sit here and run my mouth. I can sit here and run my mouth all day. I'm nothing. I'm nobody to these people at the end of it, you know? At the end of it all, I'm nobody special, chat. Hold on for a second. Let me see room. What is this? No. Yeah, right here. When you unlock this door, create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it's a reflection in addition to its other creature types. If a triggered ability of a permanent you control triggers that, oh yeah, are you kidding me? I should probably put that in there as well, right? Maybe one less of that. Maybe none of these. What else do we need here, chat? Sorry, guys.
Let me read some of this. Trump is doing a fantastic job, said Crankbait. Well, you're welcome to call in. Please guide me. Keep supporting a pedo. Ooh, wow, that's rough. Every economic measure is imported since Trump took office. Is improved since every economic measure is improved since Trump took office. Yeah, I don't think so. XRP going to explode? Maybe. That is maybe. I'm not an big crypto guy, so I don't know much about that, to be completely honest. Way more people that know about that than me. The Guns and Old Time Show says Trump will crush SS, Medicaid, and Medicare. I agree. It's not going to do well. It's sad that the reality is too much to handle. Oh, no, she's talking to somebody else. Shadow, let's see here. You don't understand how tariffs work. Of course I don't. Please call in. There is no lag. This isn't COD. Dork. There's no lag? Really? So if you turn a tariff on, my price immediately goes up. But if you then pause the tariff, my price immediately goes down. Like today, if you were to turn a tariff on today, and then my tariff would go up today, there's no lag. It's instant, right? I immediately raise the price of my goods. Immediately. Like, because remember, I'm paying the tariff. This is great. This is the brilliance of Dwayne Willis. For Dwayne Willis.
So this is the problem with a lot of these, like a lot of these gaslighting types, right? Yeah, he's stuck on stupid, Nero. But you know what? I'm gonna shed a light in the corner of the dark recesses that this little cockroach likes to crawl around in. This is the problem with these gaslighters. It's the same thing with that Black Scout survival. They like to fearmonger people, right? They like to sensationalize everything. Oh, this week it's all gonna happen this week. Oh, here's the end of the world this week. This week it's gonna be the end of the world. All they're doing is gaslighting you guys. They're trauma farming you guys. I'm just like, man. I mean, it's like, oh, this is when it's going to be really bad. It wasn't last week. Now it'll be this week. It's going to be really bad. Just pay attention to what they say, right? What does the Bible say? If a person claims to be a prophet and they prophesy something and that thing turns out to not be true, then you know that they're a false prophet and everything that they say should be disregarded.
This is one of our outstanding, fine, high IQ individuals. So when Trump puts a tariff on, and before I even get the product, I raise the cost of the product. 585. Is this my guy? I think might be my guy. Sage speaking. Sage speaking. Oh, hang on. Is this on? Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. He'll call back. He'll call back. Phone line's open. Oh, there he is. Sage speaking.
Hello?
Yes.
That's good. That's good thinking, Space.
Is this for the...
Uh-oh. Did he hang up on him again? Or did he just mute him? I question
I don't think you're...
Kabbalah heavily.
Like the whole point behind them.
Sure, please.
Not me.
Yeah. What's the point?
The whole point behind the tariffs is mostly a negotiation tactic, and it was to help bring down the higher tariffs that were on us. Like Germany had 90% tariff against us for like automobiles and stuff, and so by raising our tariff.
Yeah, he ain't wrong on that one, man. To buy an American product in Germany is like, it's redunculous, dude. Redunculous.
On that, because the whole reason we even let them do that was because of World War II and helping them rebuild after all that stuff happened. And so Trump is using the tariffs to lower other tariffs that are unfair against us.
Gotcha. So
that's why he hasn't enforced them.
Yeah, where did you get that 90% tariff rate with Germany?
Oh, interesting.
That was
Take your time. Okay, so let me help you out. The tariff rate on vehicles going into Germany and out of Germany is not that much. The tariff rate was, I believe we had an 8% tariff on theirs, and they had a 10% tariff on ours. They didn't have they didn't have a 90% tariff. Hang on. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Mega supporters do not care if their cult leader is convicted felon, a liar, a fool. They would defend him.
Hang on, those are misdemeanors that were raised to be felonies.
Hang on. I told you, hang on. And they are graping girls on video. Prices are high, habeas corpus, and the U.S. Constitution under attack. I agree with that. Now, okay, what were you saying now? What were you saying now?
I was saying the felonies were misdemeanors that were raised to felonies that they just over. I don't want to get into that. We're talking about the tariff stuff.
Yes. So where'd you get the information in regards to the tariff? Because the tariff wasn't actually 90% on cars.
I must have misheard that then.
No problem.
But
Hey,
the main point
that-
about it is, if I had the wrong percentage, I apologize. That's
Yeah.
on me.
Yeah.
But for the most part, though, like a lot of what like I was seeing is like a lot of our tariffs are actually like going down now because of that.
Our tariffs are going.
No, he's misspeaking. I think what the caller is trying to say is a lot of the tariffs that are being put on our products by other countries are being lowered now because they're afraid of reciprocation.
Down now. He has the tariffs are on
Like
pause.
the tariffs that other countries have against us are going
Yep.
down
So
because Trump is threatening to put a higher tariff. Like it's just mostly negotiation tactics. That's why they haven't been like fully enforced. That's why, like, if you notice, like when he first started implementing.
Yeah, Sage doesn't really understand. Israel is definitely not our greatest ally.
Them, he did it really high, but then never got enforced because other companies started coming in to negotiate.
yeah. So who
and
pays?
That's what we needed was to negotiate.
No, that's not true. So
No, that's exactly true. He's making a threat that this will happen, giving these people a chance to be a lot more reasonable than what they are. I mean, if you go into a tire shop, right? If you go into a tire shop and you say, wow, these tires are really, really expensive. I know you're claiming that your quality is really good, but the same Goodyear tire is being sold over here for 20% less. Why are you jacking up the price for me when I walk through the door just because I drive a nice car? Right? Just because you think I can afford to pay those prices. I can buy that price. I can buy that same tire over here for like 20% less. I'm never going to bring my business and all the cars. I have a whole fleet of cars that I want to put tires on. If you want my business, you got to show me some respect here. I mean, it's kind of a weird example, I guess, but that's kind of what I'm talking about, right? Or it's one of those situations. It's one of those situations where the threat is the answer, right? The threat is what brings people to a negotiating table, in my opinion.
Who pays the tariff?
Oh God! Come on, dude. Nobody pays the tariff if nobody buys the product because the product is too highly priced. What do you mean? Who pays the tariff? You're saying is that cost is passed on to the consumer? Yes. If the consumer can afford to pay an exorbitant amount of money because they want a particular product, then the consumer pays that tariff. But your point is actually missing and glossing over and over and over again, Sage. You are bad faith and low information, bro. You're the low IQ voter.
Who pays the tariff?
Yes.
The other countries or whoever has the tariff on them.
Okay, so you think that when we buy something from China, and Trump puts a 50% tariff on China, you think China pays the tariff?
They're supposed to. That's how it's supposed to work.
No, that's not how it's supposed to work. No, that's not.
This guy who's calling in right now, that's Rob. Is that who that is?
Not how it works at all. That's not how it works at all. We pay the tariff.
Well, that's why when Walmart tried to start putting the tariffs on it instead of paying themselves, Trump called that out.
No, we pay the tariff. How does the U.S. government collect money from a private business in China?
What was that?
How does the U.S. government collect money from a private business in China? How do they collect the money?
Tariff.
How do they collect the money?
By implementing tariffs.
Okay, so you have a tariff, and what happens when the Chinese companies say, yeah, we're not paying that?
Then guess what they don't do? They don't sell their product. Problem, reaction, solution, buddy. Hegelian dialectic. It's old as time.
Then you don't get your product.
Who doesn't get their product?
We don't.
So then we don't get the product. So if the Chinese government...
So what I hear is Sage is addicted to cheap Chinese-made butt plugs. Roger, heard, understood.
Do you see your flaw in the statement there? So I buy something from... Hang on, this is great. Hang on.
Importer, so if we don't take something from them, that actually affects them.
No, but the problem is they don't pay the tariff. We pay the tariff.
Yes, they do pay the tariff.
No, they don't. I'm in logistics.
Why do you think they're...
I'm the authority of which I speak of. Listen to me.
Like, the whole point you're trying to make of them raising the prices.
No, we pay the tariff.
Raising the prices because of the tariffs, then that means they're paying the tariffs.
I'm telling you, I have had my customers pay tariffs. China does not pay our tariffs. Why would they?
Yes, I know. That's the problem.
Okay, but they were never.
They don't follow the rules that
That's
ever
not
get
the
implemented.
rules.
They never hold their end of the agreement.
You can't put an American tariff on another country, another company in another country, and expect them to pay. You can't force them to pay.
Like on certain products, it's not on a specific company.
Yes, it is.
I don't know who that is.
I work for a company right now where we make like dowel pins and like all the small screws and stuff that get used in guns.
Yes.
And so we use lots of metals and stuff.
Yes.
And thank God for Trump's tariffs, because guess what? Even during COVID, our biggest production time was during COVID.
Yes.
Because Trump implemented tariffs on metals in other countries.
That wasn't because.
I'm going to interrupt you. Are you making a salient point based on your life experience? But when I talk about the fact that I'm in logistics, that means that I know everything about logistics. I mean, it's just like, what the heck are you doing, Sage? Like, you're interrupting the guy when he's sharing anecdotal evidence of what happened at his job site based on his experience of being in the end user, or not end user, but the manufacturer part of it. I mean, it just cracks me up. Yeah.
And came back to American goods.
No, that wasn't because of tariffs. That was because of the amount of money. That was because of the
tariffs. That's what my boss told me.
Your boss is wrong. It wasn't the tariffs.
No, he's not. He runs the company.
Are you going to let me finish talking?
Our highest time.
Okay. You can't. Every time I go to answer, you just talk over top of me. Okay. So the problem is, hang on, I got to answer.
What an F-slur. He's a Fanuc.
His calls because he won't let me. He just won't let me talk. So the thing is other countries don't pay the tariff. We pay the tariff. The product comes into the United States and stops at the port. Once we get to the port, the U.S. business.
As soon as I go ranked, I get mana issues. As soon as I go ranked, I probably should have re-rolled this. As soon as I go ranked, man, I get screwed. I don't know what's going on, man. I really don't. Stuff doesn't make sense to me. Sure.
Pays the tariff to get the product out of the port. The Chinese company doesn't care. That's not a part of their problem. That has nothing to do with them. They don't care. So, because if they were, think about this. I want you to think about this in your head, simpleton. The problem is if the other country paid the tariff, then there would be
ad hominem. That's a logic fallacy, isn't it? Ad hominem attack. Yeah, a great argument there, Sage.
No reason for
I mean, frankly, I did call him an F-slur, but you know,
manufacturing to move here because they're obviously just paying the tariff, right? So even if they did pay the tariff,
to be fair,
China, hey, I want you to pay a 50% tariff, then China's just going to say, fine, I'm going to raise my price 50%. You have no leverage to go anyplace else because China has one of the best supply chains. So. And even you said this. I want you to think about this. Walk it through, step by step. If China doesn't pay the tariff, then I can't have the product? Well, then I'm going to have to pay the tariff because I need the product. So that doesn't even make sense. But you can move on. And during COVID, it wasn't the fact that tariffs made everything happen during COVID. It was the billions and trillions of free dollars that we were.
Sound like Biden. Remember the billions, and I like ice cream.
All getting the EIDL loans, the PPP loans, the $600 extra. That's what drove COVID, not the tariffs.
Not the tariffs.
I will turn the phones back on. Sonia.
His number, 856-600-4654. Sage Outcast. I have questions.
Fast Call Friday. The minute I try to talk and you won't let me finish the sentence, bye-bye. Because I don't know. I mean, first of all, we had 90% tariffs on cars from Germany. No, we didn't. Then the other countries pay the tariffs. No, they don't. Even Trump knows this. Even Trump knows this. He was told this by automotive people. He knew this. That we would pay the tariffs. I mean, because the other countries are not going to pay the tariffs. Now, are you going to feel it right away? No, of course not. Because businesses don't react the same way you react. Businesses do things on a slower pace.
Folks, don't forget to hit that like button on the way in. I really do appreciate it. It helps out the show. What do we got? We got at least 9 likes. That's pretty good, actually. I gotta kind of nag you guys a little bit, but it seems like you're on it. You're in like Flynn. So what do we got? How many likes do we got? We got 11 people watching, 8 likes. I guess we lost one. How dare we? Anyway, if you wouldn't be so kind as to hit that like button on the way in. Generally specific, if I may inquire, have you viewed any of the recent content on my little old channel? I noticed that I don't really get my @ mentions often. They don't really show up in my feed all that much, but I did notice that you did @ mention me. Again, I wasn't sure what your motivations in general were, so I pretty much did not feel I did not feel so inclined to really want to help you in any way, shape, or form, to be honest with you, based on some of the recent issues that I've been having. That said, again, I'm trying to be graceful with this. I have not seen your content, if I'm to be honest. Let me go and put that one. There we go. I clicked on one video and then I just kind of stopped watching it because I felt like maybe I wasn't sure if you were my enemy. I wasn't sure if you were just a person. So Sage is explaining why American businesses and such are housing in America needs to be addressed about affordability. He just isn't grasping that. Gotcha. Let me see. My turn.
Hey, speaking. Hello?
Hey, you hear me?
I can.
Hey, I was saying, how are you doing today?
Good. Well, you broke up in the beginning. I'm doing good. What's going on, brother? You a Trump supporter?
Hey, so, yeah, I just had a question. I was hearing what you were saying about the tariff stuff. So,
Yes.
from my understanding, it goes like, so if they have stuff going on in other countries, then the whole thing about this tariff stuff is that they want them to build in America, right?
I don't know.
So they don't get tariffs?
Is that the theory that you're going to go with?
No, that's like just from what I'm understanding.
Why can't he just engage the statement? Why does he have to like infer things and try to jump to the worst, less charitable? I mean, granted, I get it. He's probably on guard. I've been on guard with a lot of people that would probably be on my show wondering, are they trolls? All right. So let me show Sage a little bit of grace.
About how tariffs goes.
That's another.
Like you only get tariffs if you don't live or build in America, right?
Well, no, because right now Japan builds in America and they're being tariffed, right?
Well, no, like the specific companies that we're buying or ordering from in that moment, right?
Well, then that he has said that, but no one's going to move their manufacturing here for a tariff.
Well, then it isn't not that bad then?
Is what not bad?
Is that what you're saying? A tariff, the tariffs.
No, the tariffs just get passed on to me and you.
No, like I'm saying, like, so as far as if it's not that bad and you're saying it's getting passed on, then why does even anybody even care? Like, because it is what it is.
Because we haven't felt the full force of the tariffs that he's trying to been implementing. Everything that he's done.
They haven't even gone into effect yet. Like, what is he even talking about, dude?
And he's paused. Because if he implemented the real tariffs that
if we haven't felt the effects of the real tariffs, not the imagined tariffs, but the real tariffs, chat, the real ones. What is this guy even talking about at this point in time?
He's implementing, we will feel it. The prices will go up. But because he keeps pausing it every time, that's why he's called Taco
BlackRock,
Trump. We haven't felt them yet.
So it's funny, you call him Taco Trump like it's an insult, right? But he's doing a negotiation tactic. But so wait, I'm confused. Do you want him to implement these things and be Machiavellian? I mean, these things that you're claiming aren't good things. It's such a weird flex, chat, isn't it? What is he talking about here at this point in time? I don't get what your complaint is, man. I don't get what your complaint is. All right. Let me figure out some things here. I gotta do some adjustments. Too many of those. I got way too many come into play. Let's go with I'm gonna go with scries, not surveils. There we go. And let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Go 6 and 6. Okay. But let's go with port. Let's put some ports in here, maybe. No. Would be nice for me to have a port that I can make. Yeah, I think so. All right. This thing hasn't come up at all, which I guess is fine. This is great. That's great. Maybe I need 4 of these Matoyas. You know, they're such a crucial part of my deck. That never even came into play. Yep. Let's do that and that. Okay. Let's try this. Let's try this, chat.
Yeah. Like, I'm not no Republican or nothing. I'm just trying to, like, fully understand and, like, you know, I get, you know, there's two sides and then there's the truth. So
what's something that you
I'm more
buy?
or less like for the truth.
What's something that you buy often?
Yeah.
I'm guessing Sage buys a lot of lube.
Okay. So if the price of gas, it costs the manufacturers more to get gas, it costs them more to get gas, which it will, because I don't know if anybody understands this, but when we drill oil, we use casings, steel casings, to run pipe, big pieces of steel casing, big tubes made out of steel that we drill into the ground, and that's made out of steel. Well, when the price of steel goes up, the price of
I agree, Nero. I agree.
Oil goes up, the price of gas goes up. So if you were to, I mean, is there any way you could sell something? If I were to come to you and you were to say, hey, I want to sell these widgets, and you just got a 50% tax on these widgets, can you continue to sell the widgets for the same price?
I mean, it depends on the margin, because obviously, like, if you really go into, like, the margins in different countries like China and whatnot are, like, way different. Like, you got to agree that they do overcharge a lot for the stuff that they're producing over there. So I can get, like, in an extent, like, they may not be making
can you give me an example?
Potentially.
Can you give me an example of an overcharge?
What's up, Hillbilly?
What is it called? Like luxury products or cologne or, you know, that kind of thing, where they admitted that they just make it there and then ship it before it's fully made.
Sure, I can see a luxury product.
The market
but that's a supply and demand thing. Can you, non-luxury products, can you give me an example?
Dude, everything is a supply and demand thing when you're talking about economics. Supply side, supply chain side. What is, how are you moving the goalpost? How do people not call him on this? Dude, everything is a supply and demand. It's a mathematical equation. Everything is, bro. What are you talking about, man?
Example of something they overcharge for? Massively overcharge here in
Awesome.
the United States?
Congratulations.
I'm gonna think. I mean, like, I don't really understand, like, the full in-depth of how much it would cost necessarily to get the oil out of the ground, maybe. Like, maybe the margins are pretty extensive as far as, like, who's controlling it, and so they basically can make up the market there. I mean, so it could be there, too. We just don't know. Like, we really don't know. And that's the issue. That's where I start getting upset, you know, like, I don't like this Epstein stuff, you know. I don't like it. I wish I heard they're going to release a bill potentially, but it won't go through until September to officially make it to where it gets released, so there's no more BS, and so I'm hoping for that. But, you know, there's a lot of shit going on in this world, and I nitpicking all this stuff. It's crazy. In your opinion, what's, like, the most detrimental thing going on in the world right now?
Deportation and tariffs.
I agree, Nero.
Deportation and tariffs.
Yeah.
What What do you think, like, as far as the deportation stuff is, like, the main issue with how they're handling it?
If he were to get the way he actually wanted to do it, and to deport 20 million people, do you don't think that would be a detrimental an issue to?
Did he just, dude? How ignorant is this dude? Detrimental. Wait, maybe I've never heard this word. Maybe I've got it wrong. Detrimental. Developmental. I've never heard that word before, ever. Is that like a new word that he's just making up? You mean a detrimental? Do you mean detrimental, Sage? Is that what you mean? Oh my God, these people that call everyone else dummies. They call everyone else a dummy.
20 million people, do you don't think that would be a detrimental an issue to?
You said it twice, dude. Holy crap. Speaking of which, I'm waiting on some Amazon packages that I ordered several days ago. Yeah, I'm waiting on a hat. I'm pretty excited about it. I can't wait to do my show. Matter of fact, I've held off on doing a show that I have, and I'll be wearing a particular hat with a particular message on it. I think you guys are going to like it. And I think Sage will probably, his head will explode. That's my guess. Yeah, we'll do that.
Our
Any guesses in the chat what kind of hat that might be that I'm going to wear for a particular show coming up soon? Any guesses?
the country? Tariffs, the fact that he turns tariffs on, turn tariffs off, turn tariffs on creates a bad business economic environment for people with money to invest and decide what they're going to do with their businesses. That's causes
I
chaos
missed
in
making
the
a token there.
which
Yeah.
is a bad.
No, yeah, for sure. And
So-
you know, do you also agree, like, maybe it's like cause and effect though? Because, like, you know, obviously we're here for a reason. Like, I can't really think on the top of the head why exactly we're here today, like why maybe all this stuff is going on, but, you know, what do you think would be the other option instead of doing all this stuff? And, you know, what do you think?
I have no idea what you're even asking.
Like, because, you know, like, so basically, you know, the stuff that's going on is people are coming here illegally. As far as, like, you know, I get it. There's people that come here illegally. There's undocumented, and then there's documented. So it's like there's the people that come here without even attempting to come in. And then it's just like I more or less am the type where I just, you know, I respect life. So I don't want people dying.
I agree, Nero.
Amnesty for non-violent criminals.
It's so easy for these people that don't have to deal with all the crime and the trash and the drugs and all the problems that massive amount of immigration create in certain people in certain demographically. Like, I mean, they're not moving into Sage's neighborhood, clearly.
But thank you for your call. Where the hell have you been at? Did you get your truck back? All right. Phone calls are open.
I wish.
Number 856-600-4654. Sage Outcast. I have questions.
I thought you were going to enter into a deep depression and run away to an unmanned island until you got your truck back.
I might. I still might.
An unmanned island? What's an unmanned? You mean an uninhabited island? What is with this low IQ dude calling everyone else a dum dum?
But before you take another phone call, I demand a proper fucking welcome back.
Welcome back. Why is that? Welcome back. What's a proper welcome back?
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Let me just do proper welcome. We welcome back the great producer Justin, who has finally brought his presence to the show. Thank God the phone rang. Thank God the phone rang. Sage speaking. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hey.
Holy shit, I actually got through.
You did.
All right. I'll be quick.
Do these people think that his show is so popular that it's hard to get through? He almost instantly takes me whenever I hop in the StreamYards.
Every day I'm going through YouTube and your videos pop up and I watch for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm politically homeless because I just don't agree with both of them. Both sides are dirty.
All right.
But when it comes to
What does that mean? You're in my neighborhood every night? What are you talking
The
about?
president that's in place, like whether I like him or not, I want him to succeed.
There it is.
Sure.
There it is.
Why?
Good answer.
Why can't? Like, is that impossible for you, or is it just because it's him?
Great question.
Did you ever serve in the military?
Oh, here we go.
No, family did, but not me.
So you can ask them. A big portion of serving in the military is what we say is police our own. We police our own, right? So just because I can criticize and police my own.
In your neighborhood, Roger.
So even
Okay.
if I put Donald Trump in office, and I'm technically a registered Republican, I'm still going to police my own. I'm still going to say, you're not doing something right. This is wrong. Because I feel it better to educate the people so that they understand why tariffs aren't bad, why chaos in the market is bad, what could be the cause of this, so that the next time when we go to vote or people want to call their congressman or people want to do something, we don't fall into the same routines over and over and over and over again, basically voting for somebody and not knowing a single policy that they do. that would benefit society, I think.
I agree, Nero.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the answer.
Okay. All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. And I'm not saying it was anything bad not being in the military. I just didn't know. He would know the term probably better, but they police their own, right? So it doesn't matter if I voted for him or not. If Harris was doing something I didn't do, I'd be screaming the same thing. When Biden was doing something that I did not agree with, I thought it was chaos in regards to how they were running the ports and what they were doing. I was screaming back then and during that show. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Phones are on. Next.
His number, 856-600-4654. Sage Outcast. I have questions.
There was a 3 something. I missed that call because you were coming in. Did I turn the phones on? I did turn the phones on. I see. I knew it. Sage speaking. Breaker 9, you got on? You are muted. Oh, there you are.
Nothing much, I must say.
That's like the first chick I've heard call in so far. What? Did he hang up on her? Is that the chick that might be the chick he's got her, that maybe she doesn't have permission to have her voice or whatever.
Next.
What did she say?
If you guys would do me a favor, hit the like. I have about 800 people in here on my platforms. If you guys would do me a favor, hit the like.
What do you think was said, chat? What do you think? What do you think? Oh my gosh.
I know. I'm asking for it. I'm sorry. Share this out. Find your mega friends, family members, anybody, loved ones. Bring them over.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Sage speaking.
He's shrill.
Breaker 19, you got it on? Oh, I could hear the bell go off. So they were listening to their YouTube, but they don't realize there's a 7-second delay. Sage speaking. Counseling hotline. How can I counsel you?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
It's Sage. This is Sage.
This is the stream, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I'm working at my factory job right now.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm not a Trump supporter. I just want to point out something that I don't think people realize when they talk about the tariffs and how it's going to bring jobs and bring manufacturing back to the United States. Even if on some miracle we did bring manufacturing back to the United States, we don't produce enough raw supplies to make those products in the United States. We would still have to buy them from other countries.
Very true. People don't understand this.
We're still going to pay tariffs. We're still going to, our production costs are going to go skyrocket. The prices to own and buy these things are going to skyrocket. I don't think people realize that.
Listen, crazy lady, stop making this sense stuff. We don't accept that often here.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how he really identifies with likely a left-leaning. Hi, Finn, come here. Left-leaning liberal woman who's white. That all makes sense. That all checks out. Yeah, I mean she's not wrong about some things. I mean she's not wrong. You're still gonna have to source some things, but guess what? That's the free market.
No, yeah, and I think that's a big portion people don't understand. And you even working in the factory, you see this.
Yeah, I don't think she understands how raw materials work and sourcing things. I mean, if you can get something cheaper from somewhere else, you are likely to get something cheaper from somewhere else, right? And that just makes sense, doesn't it? Right?
Come in and they don't realize that how production actually works, right? Because they might not work in a production plant, they might not work in a factory, they just don't understand.
See, I mean, the difference between me and somebody that would just listen to Sage to want to troll him is I'm actually trying to listen to see if he has a good argument or not. I'm actually interested to see if he's got a good argument. Do you have a good argument, Sage? Can I learn something from you? I'm not saying it's impossible. But when you sit around and call other people dum-dums and that, and listen, there are a lot of dumb people in the world. Come here, Finny Fin. Come on, buddy. I agree with that statement. There are a lot of dumb people. I just think you might be one of them, and I think you might not be aware of the fact that you're one of them.
Yeah.
Right.
And
these are things that I have to be very aware of in my production job.
Yes. And I'm in logistics, so I'm fully aware of this because I know when.
Yes, we know you're in. He says he's in logistics more than I say that I was in the military. And I say that a lot. Surely you realize one cannot control how a comment made to one individual might be self-assigned to others with proper context missing. Are you talking to me? Yeah, I understand that. Elizabeth! She says, hey, everyone, just popped in to say hi. Going out for dinner, humble brag, for my birthday. Happy birthday, Miss Elizabeth. We got to do a celebration for you or something. Maybe catch your live tonight, yes. It'd probably be kind of late for you, huh? But happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Elizabeth. Happy birthday to you. Alex, if you're listening, give her a hug for all of us, please. And a kiss on the cheek. You have a wonderful day. May you have the wonderful dinner. May your food be cooked perfectly. May it arrive hot and on time. May all your wishes come true today, and may you have the day of your dreams. I ask this.
My people, they need stuff and product and things like that. So this is the stuff that, unless you're in this, you don't understand. So you just.
Oh, by the way, I just noticed that you had supported another show, like a stream, like a few days ago. I just actually saw it, and I thanked you. And if I don't thank you for your support, it's because I didn't see the message. So please don't feel like I don't care or I'm blowing you off or anything like that. I just sometimes I don't get the alerts and stuff. So I appreciate your continued support, Miss Elizabeth. Yeah, for those that do donate to the show, it's just a wonderful, wonderful, gesture on your guys' part. And I always try to do my best to be as respectful as possible with those donations and try to use them as germanely and as have as good a husbandry of those donations as I possibly can.
See tariffs, and we're going to bring back all this manufacturing, and it's all going to come back, and then they're going to be like, people are just going to be standing around, and we're going to pay $30 an hour to make a car door handle. Well, that's not true. There's no value in that.
Right, and on top of that, our government has made it so easy, and I'm talking both sides. Our government has made it so easy for us to become a consumerism society. We are not a production society.
Appreciate you guys. Have a great, wonderful dinner. Correct. Make sure you let us know what you had for dinner. What's your birthday? What was your birthday dinner? We all want to know. Was it filet mignon wrapped in bacon and with a side of scallops with a nice black truffle beurre blanc sauce? Was it?
And even then,
there's no way that the average consumer American is going to go to work for 8 to 16 hours a day, like I do, to produce something that they can't afford to buy.
Right, low-end goods, correct. That's why we're the second largest manufacturer in the world, but we produce high-end finished products because they're worth more money. So we can pay more money to do that rather than the simple products that don't pay enough for us to do that.
Indian tonight. Right. Oh, awesome.
I applaud you. I'm hoping that you become a subscriber, and I thank you for calling in so much, but I don't want you to get in trouble at work, so thank you for calling in.
Thank you. You have a great day.
You too. Fast Call Friday. We're just going to keep them rolling. I turn that back on. Sonia, come on, keep up.
His number, 856-600-4654, Sage Outcast. I have questions.
I might have to check in on Sonia. I have no idea how Sonia's doing. It's been a while since I've checked in on her because she didn't know. What happened with Sonia right there real quick before somebody else calls in and interrupts me from talking, you rat bastards. Basically, Sonia came into the show and then got so triggered by my show, she immediately ran to her own show and did a live, and that was part of her live. Sage speaking. Next. Took too long. All right. Remember, there's a delay. So when you hear my voice on the phone.
Billy says, hello, Miss Elizabeth. Happy birthday. Mine was Wednesday the 16th. Yep. I'm not going to sing to you, though, Billy. I'm just not going to do it. I won't do it. Big whoop. You want to fight about it? What, you want to fight me now because I won't sing happy birthday to a man? Huh? How do you like me now?
Don't wait to hear the stream. Hi, thank you for calling Sage Outcast. If you please leave your name, number, and message after the beep, we will get back to you. All right, this is the...
He's such a clown, dude. He's such a clown.
That's the young kid person. And unfortunately,
young kid person?
Cousin, I can't take it. Next!
Young kid person.
Sonia?
His number 856-600-4654. Sage Outcast. I have questions.
Hey, it's Sage. Can you hear me?
Don't hang up. I just, I am 14, but I do want to say something.
Okay. It's going to be a troll.
I find it funny, I don't know a lot about politics, but, something I find pretty strange. I think both sides of the, political spectrum are bad. I found Biden's presidency bad and Trump's, but I find it pretty strange how, a lot of Trump supporters call themselves, Christians. I'm not Christian, but I do know, about it and stuff.
This kid sounds pretty damn intelligent, though. I'll give him that.
But then
happy birthday, Let's. Happy birthday, Billy.
I agree.
Find that.
Sage speaking. This is Sage. How may I direct your call, unknown caller, who I think I know who this is?
Happy birthday, MC Dillygaff. Yeah, everyone's born.
I just want to say there's all these Republicans in your comments that are...
Yeah, here we go.
Yes, he is.
That's all I want to say.
He is president. But thank you for your call. Yes! You people, stop criticizing Joe Biden. He's allegedly not the president anymore. I don't know if that's true. I was told that he was still the president. Let me talk to NARC, and I'll get back to you. And NARC is union. So we have to believe NARC. That being said, did I turn the phone lines back on? The phone lines are back on. Where's Sonia's button? There it is.
His number 856-600-4654. Sage Outcast. I have questions.
Also,
stop trying to give us Chinese jobs.
Stop trying to give me Chinese jobs, for the love of God. You know, everybody keeps saying, bring the jobs back. Well, this is what I want. I want you to call in if you're a Trump supporter, if you've got a family member, a loved one that you care for, one that cares for you. Uh-oh, somebody saw me. And you guys, I think, call in, or have them call in and let me know. Have them debate me. Have them prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? And also, tell me what job you want to do that's currently in China. Sage speaking. How may I direct your call? Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Is this the stream?
This is the stream. This is Sage.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem.
I just want to tell how pretty much all Americans know that everything sucks. Nobody can afford a house. Nobody can afford education.
Actually, the housing market, I'm seeing that the housing market is actually doing what it should do. It's self-correcting, and I think there's a little bit of a selling bubble that's bursting. Again, this is anecdotal, my experience. My mom is looking for houses in the area. She's noticing that the prices are going down as well. Marilyn Monroe is going to sing happy birthday to me. She better not call me Mr. President either. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Let's say and hi to number 2. Yeah, so the prices are. It's going to turn into a buyer's market really soon. I think BlackRock and all these like speculators. I think what they did is I see. This is why I think. Okay, let's take a little bit of a walk here, chat. Let's take a little walk. Let's have a conversation here. Okay. This is why I believe firmly that they knew that there was going to be a big influx of immigration coming into our country. They knew that there was going to be this, right? That this was going to happen. Thus, companies like Academy, BlackRock, or all these different like, conglomerate companies, what they did was they started snapping up all these single family homes. They're trying to corner the market on it, right? Wait, why is this surveil? I thought that's surveil. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. Man, I can't really have all this. This is too much. Yikes. That hurt. That hurt to let that go. They pumped and sold off just like a stock. Yeah, it's a pump and dump. Yeah. So what I think happened though is a lot of people are getting into the speculation, right? What's up? She'll slip your punches. How you doing this afternoon? Hope you're doing well. A lot of people got involved in all the speculation, that's speculative buying and stuff that's going on, and they artificially jacked up the prices. A lot of times they were for like the last 5 or 6 years they've been pricing. They've been competing with first time home. What is the possibility of this? What are the chances this dude got all 4 cavern bats in his opening hand? How the hell is this even possible, dude? What? Anyway, so and then it's a buyer's market now. It's going to turn into a buyer's market because they were too far over their skis. They thought there'd be tons and tons of people that the government was going to give a lot of money to, so that would allow them to buy all these homes. BlackRock is the biggest proof of globalist elite existence. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree with that. I think you're 100% correct.
Healthcare fucking sucks, and we all know it, and we all say it, and nothing gets done about it time and time again. Every single side, every president, nobody seems to do anything significant.
This is ridiculous.
I think there has been some movement to do some of this stuff over some course of things, but it's difficult when people only vote. They don't vote policies. They only vote people, right? So it's very difficult to get things done, to get policies done.
Well, that's kind of weird because a lot of people voted for Donald Trump to release the Epstein list, to get to the bottom of a lot of these Scooby-Doo mysteries, the JFK assassination files. Yeah, a lot of people voted for him to deal with immigration. And guess what he's not doing now because the cabal is controlling him. I'm guessing some subversive bagels slipped him some photos of all of his great grandchildren and his grandchildren and his children, of where they go to school, what their day-to-day activities are, and the fact that there's probably looking through a sniper scope at him as we speak to get him to heal, to get him to be controlled. Or he was part of it the whole way. Or or Donald Trump was always and was going to always be a Trojan frickin' horse, whether he knew it or not, whether he had a choice in it or not. I think Donald Trump is either corruptible or corrupted, controlled or controllable, that he has been compromised or compromisable. So otherwise, most people won't get into positions of power. I don't have any solid proof on that. That's just like, sticking my finger in my, test in the wind. It seems to make sense. It seems the logic seems to follow as a potential likelihood of it being the case. A very good afternoon to you. And I agree, Lone Bolt. And Let's says, show them their money, they'll show you their list. Show them their money, they'll show you their list. In other words, if you pay them, you'll get the list. Yeah. I don't know, man. This whole thing is really shady, folks. It's real shady stuff.
When they only want to vote Trump. Well, why'd you vote Trump? What policy? I don't know. His immigration policy. What immigration policy? He's getting rid of all the illegals. Okay, that's not his policy.
He was getting ready to say a D word, like getting rid of all the dirty blah blah. You know you were getting ready to. Sage, we know that you hate illegals. We know that you only pretend. You only pretend to care. We know that most people that are on the hard left, mind you, not people in the middle, not people that are reasonable with, you know, conservative and liberal values, that they're probably the most bigoted people on the face of the planet.
And how is that beneficial? They're all bad.
Right.
How are they bad? Well, they're taking my jobs. Well, then you're welcome to go now.
Hey, you're just memeing a South Park episode, bro.
Okay, good. Now I want you to go out and work the farm. Well, yeah, I'm not
Well, why don't you, Mr. Logistics?
doing that job. Oh, okay.
I mean, if there's a cornerable market and you seem to know all about it, Sage, why aren't you cornering the market if you're so brilliant and everyone around you a big dummy?
Well, then are you working right now? I am. What do you mean? So you do have a job? Well, I do. And
Yeah,
so
exactly, Lone Bolt.
Until we can actually take a look at policies and understand actually, let's say, pausing that.
God, I can't stand these land. I can't stand them, dude. I can't stand these landfall decks, dude. They're out of control, bro. I can't stand them, man. It's prowess. When are they going to stop making? When are they going to stop making cards that are so exploitable to get like turn 4 kills, turn 3 kills? When are they going to stop doing that so people can actually enjoy the freaking game? I want to enjoy it, like the control deck that I was facing. That game took like 12 minutes to play. I loved it. It was exciting. It was like playing a smart game of chess with another opponent, with a worthy opponent. Who's going to blink first? Right? Who's going to blink first? And I'm telling you, it's these freaking why did they get rid of yeah, but it's like they wait too long to ban cards that are so out of control exploitable. That's what they do. They ruin the meta, they ruin the competition, they ruin the fun of it. And then they wait too damn long. I just miss the old days. Pay to play. Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess there's that, but I don't know if it's pay to play though. I mean, it's just they have cards that look at like the last opponent that I went against had 4 deep cavern bats within the first 12 cards that he drew. Less than that. By turn 3, he had 4 cavern bats out. What is the likelihood of that happening? The likelihood of that actually happening is so minuscule. See, here we go again. What? Is this the same dude?
Natural gas and how oil actually gets, how that affects society and how this stuff affects society. We're never going to get any.
Dude, I'm telling you, if he casts another bat, dude, I'm going to be like, nah, there's some hacking going on here. Somebody's hacking. No! How is this possible, dude? Is this the same dude? Is this the same guy?
So long as I am by your side. Spread your wings.
This just happened 2 games ago.
Anywhere. And I think it's us at this point. I think it's our fault.
Lone Bolt, are you seeing this? Dude, I think it's time to start playing other games, dude. They need to fix their quote-unquote randomizer in this game, bro. They really do. I think I'm just going to start playing other games, man. There's no reason to do anything competitive. There's no reason to spend any money on this game. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. This is the second. Look at, there's 3. If he puts another one out, bro.
Now that you made me feel bad about
100%.
things. because we don't learn
And
stuff. Way to go.
I feel like Republicans consistently vote against their own interests. I mean, they're the ones using these services the most, more than any blue states, and they consistently vote against their own interests.
I agree, brother. And I thank you for the phone call.
All right, have a good one.
Yeah, I if you want to think about that, if you truly want an answer in regards to that, yeah, phones are on. Yeah, I think that if we're going to continue to vote for people rather than policies, I think we're doomed. Sage speaking. You're talking. Yes, you're on the show.
Sage, this is Papa Sim from the
Ah,
Discord.
shit.
No, what the hell are you doing? Why are you in the Discord and that? You don't have a mic back there. What's going on, brother?
So, I just heard you quickly with the last caller. You were saying the people don't want to work these jobs, etc. But the one thing, at least I have seen firsthand, I used to do construction when I was younger, and my uncle does own a construction company, and I also used to work at one of the largest lumber distributors in my area. And the one thing I will say is I saw Gavin Newsom on a recent podcast talking about how if they deport all of the construction workers, that'll get rid of over 40% of the construction working force. And the one thing I will say to that is the reason they have become such a large factor in the construction building sector is because, like, I've seen it firsthand. When my neighbor is also a contractor, I've spoken to him about it. I'm not going to say all of them, but a majority of his workers are. He has spoken to a few of them, but I would assume most of them, if not all, because very few of them do speak English. I've worked with them before. Are illegal, and he pays them 15.
Yeah, I mean, I don't play a lot of like COD and stuff like that. There's a reason why I don't really play it a lot anymore is because it's corrupted, man. They'll cheat. They'll download all kinds of cheat this, that, and the other thing. It's constant cheating, bro. They're constantly cheating. Used to play like Overwatch and stuff, and I was really good. I had hundreds of hours on one character, and I'm like, there's no way that these people are making these shots. There's just no way, dude. There's no possible way, man. They are 100% cheating and aimbotting. And it's really frustrating, dude. It's just like, what is the point of that? Like, why cheat? It doesn't make any sense to me. Why?
$15 off the book, and that is the going rate in my area is that these guys make $15 off the book per hour, and no American citizen is going to want to work that job. And then, yes, I can critique. I see that the critique there is not on the workers themselves, but the actual contractors and how it just kind of they have flooded the market and they are willing to work for less, so they will then disincentivize regular people from wanting to become construction workers or even wanting to work those jobs because it pays so low.
Okay, so basically you're saying that the reason, this is brilliant. So the reason is, so the only way we can get construction, so how much should we pay construction workers then to get Americans to do it?
So I can't really speak on that because when I was younger, I was getting paid $20 off the book. I probably shouldn't be saying that, but I mean, yeah, you should at least be able to make a living for yourself, and making $15 an hour when you're. But sorry, what?
So again, so you're saying, okay,
again,
the reason that it is because they're of the $15 an hour off the books, so they're not making slave wages. They're being paid $15 an hour off the books as a 1099 contractor, correct?
What do you mean by 1099?
Well, if you're paid off the books at $15 an hour, you could be a 1099 contractor.
I'm unsure what that is.
So you have a W.
It means you're independent. You're what do you call it? You're self-employed, basically, subcontract.
Two employees, somebody that gets taxes taken out, and somebody that I can that is not, that's a contractor that I pay not off the books. It can be on the books, but I'm paying him as a contractor of $15 an hour as a 1099 contractor. So it's not off the books. It's
no. So these construction companies, yes, they're getting hired by homeowners or whatever, and they're getting paid for the job. Okay. These contractors are then hiring, or they have under them their actual workers, and their workers are the people that are making $15 off the book.
Okay, so they're paying $15. So basically what you're telling me is, then we get rid of all of them, and then there's nobody that wants to do the job for $15 an hour, correct?
Yes, and that'll then force the construction business owners to then take less of a pay cut that they've been taking from their business and to pay their workers a fair wage.
Perfect. A fair wage. Got it. We're looking for a fair wage. Okay. Life's not fair, but we'll try it. So then the contractors who budgeted a specific amount of money, because a lot of times construction jobs go over budget, right?
He's so snatchy, man. He always asks these like insanely like leading questions where like it's just, it's so slimy, dude. So slimy.
Yeah, if you're a bad contractor, you know how to.
No. I know good contractors that things go over budget because of weather, because of factors, because of different things that happen. You can't.
Remember him talking about? He's talking about all these great and wonderful contractors, dude. I'm gonna show you videos. I've shown you guys the videos of how crappy the contracting has become because they're using cheap labor. Because they're using cheap labor, chat. It's out of control at this point in time, right? All right, let's go this.
Can't control that. There's over budgets in construction all the time, like all the time.
Well, yeah, I get that, but I thought you were more referring to like larger where the expenses are way different. But yeah, okay. I get what you mean.
All the time.
Yeah,
okay, so then what does the contractor have to do if he has to pay his employees more money?
He then, as the business owner, is making less money on his part. But
why would I have to take a pay cut to pay you more?
Do you want me to do work for you?
I mean, how many people can? Let's say I have 100 people. How much of a pay cut can I take? To
I agree.
Each of you $5 or more before I'm not making any money. I mean, that's not. I'm not taking. I mean, what do you think I'm making?
Well, then your business isn't viable if you're living off of paying illegal immigrants off the books.
Hang on.
That's a really good point. Wow, that's a really good. No, hang on. Whoa, back up. I don't want to get defeated. I don't want my argument to be defeated. Hold on. That's a really good point, dude. He said your business isn't viable if the only way you can make a reasonable profit is off of slave labor wages. That's a really good point, dude. Really good point.
That's not a functioning company.
So what do I?
And yeah, it's not a functioning company. And beyond that, how is that anyone's problem that you chose to be into a business where you have to illegally hire people in order to make money? If that's your argument, Sage, if these are your arguments, and listen, if I grant your argument, I grant that you're 100% in faith and you're not BSing or anything like that. If I grant your argument and I engage your premise, I love this caller's response right there. Then you don't have a very viable company if you've got to break the law in order to make a profit, or maybe you're just a greedy little POS, right? I don't know.
I do, because this happens to me. So how do you explain this in a non-immigrant status? How do you explain this in a non-immigrant status? There are times that I'm in logistics. I'm in freight brokerage.
Okay.
There are times I will quote a job for $100,000. Somebody else, an American company with an American workers, will come in at $75,000. So can I go back to them and say, hey, that's not fair? You should have to be quote $100,000 like I quote $100,000? So
no.
Don't we call that?
I'm not sure how that. I'm not sure how that relates to what I was saying, though. Can you elaborate a little further?
Yeah, because what you're saying is that if they're paying, not all of these are illegal. Some of these are undocumented, which means they're legally able to work. I agree with you. If they're here illegally, they're gone. So let's take out the illegals. The ones that were told you could not stay here, the ones that have committed crimes, they're gone. But if somebody has been undocumented, working through the process of trying to become legal, who is working here, and has this job, has not committed any crime, and is doing the things that he needs to do, those people aren't making as much money. So I have a better idea. Why don't we just give them all amnesty, right? If we give them all amnesty, now they all become legal. Now you have to compete with them, and on a fair playing field. Rather than deport them, what if we gave them amnesty? Wouldn't that fix the problem too?
It would, but part of that would be, at least what I've seen, like, obviously I'm speaking on personal. Yeah, you're all good. Yeah, you're all done. I'm speaking on my personal experience, so I'm obviously, that argument doesn't always work all the time, but
what argument doesn't work?
So when I was working construction with my neighbor, and I worked at the lumber yard, a large majority of these guys don't speak English, and I'm like,
so
I just have that issue. If we give them,
So that goes back to you shouldn't be able to drive in my country if you can't speak the language. You can't speak the language. Why? How are you driving as a trucker? Like, what do you mean? So he's so dismissive, Chad, of stuff that doesn't seem to matter to him, allegedly in Minecraft. Oh, this guy cracks me up.
and I think they should at least have to work or at least learn, put in some effort to, or some kind of program to be learning English.
Okay.
Because these people can't.
Oh, God.
You can still give them amnesty.
The average citizen.
You know, some children, I know, don't speak English. Should we toss them out of here?
Oh, wow. I mean, he just absolutely strawmans everything. He's so bad faith, chat. He's so insanely bad faith. Stop. Just stop, bro. Just stop.
Like, I know some, like, 2-year-olds that don't speak really good English.
No, I'm not saying we toss them out of here, but I'm saying there should be I was saying there should be a program.
Programs
where they should have to learn it.
What if we had some type of translating system in technology, and that even though they would talk into their phone, it would come out English? Would that work?
That's just like adding steps.
I love how he takes a giant crap on Americans. What's up, Malcolm Brown? I was waiting for your friend request the other day, and I didn't see it. I think I'm on my main account now, so I probably won't see it. You know, it's funny how he absolutely takes a giant turd on American workers, but he wants to show so much grace to non-Americans that don't even want to assimilate and speak the language. I mean, I don't have a problem learning. Like when I went to Korea, I went out of my way to try to learn how to engage and be respectful of the cultures and the customs and even the language of the Koreans there. I didn't go in there and be like, "Oh, I'm an ignorant American. You need to learn English in Korea." Just got spammed to death by who? What happened? What had happened? Sage just supports lazy, uneducated Americans. Great parenting. Yeah. I stopped engaging. Hello, Malcolm. GS just got spammed to death. What do you mean? What happened? Did I miss something? Uh-oh. I love this card, by the way. Clay Champion. Makes me want to make a deck based on that. I do need to... Let's see. Wow, that's pretty awesome. I do need to dig for a way to remove, or like a way to clear the board here, chat. I need to dig. I need to dig, chat. Okay. Well, let's do this real quick. Oh, the bats. Oh, you must be behind, dude. You must be behind quite a bit, Lone Bolt. I'm doing all right, Malcolm. How you doing? All right. Is that going to help me? I don't think that helps. I think I need to get a board clear. Okay, that doesn't help. That kind of doesn't help. Let's go. Can we do that? No, I don't think we should. I think we should just do that. All right, we need as many blockers as... Come on now. Come on now. Come on, meow. Right, meow. I got a smite. I got to lay down arms. That does help. I can get rid of... Hold on, guys. Sorry. I got to sort this out here. This will make everything bigger here. For 4. Let me put this down first here and see if I can't get a Day of Judgment. That's what I really need. Put that on the bottom. Okay. Draw. Draw. No Day of Judgment. Come on now. Not cool, chat. Not cool at all. I think I do this. Okay. That should buy me some time. That's got a ward 2, ward 2. I think I do this. And I think I do this. And I need one more in order to get rid of that. So maybe I should have kept that land. All right, here we go.
I think it'd be way more efficient to just have them learn English.
Okay, so
they're in
hang on. So your problem isn't. So hang on. So your problem isn't that they're illegal. Now your problem is that they don't speak English. What if you're in Laredo and most of the business owners down there they want to speak Spanish to other Spanish people? So maybe you should learn Spanish. Right?
Because it's not just that's not just my problem that they can't speak English.
Okay.
Another problem is yes, they did come here illegally.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
Oh, here we go.
No, they didn't.
When you say they didn't, who are we referring to? They.
So if you came here and you seeked asylum,
You sought asylum.
So what countries?
I don't care about what I don't care about what other countries do. I don't care. We're talking
There we
about
go.
No, but the people coming from the.
I mean, way to just be immediately dismissive of anyone else's argument. I mean, God, Sage, dude, you're so low T, bro. You're low T, man. You need to get some TRT, bro. You need to get your testosterone check, bro. Eat some steak, bro. Being a vegetarian isn't. I mean, it's not a good look, bro. It's not a good look.
These countries, what is their reasoning for asylum? Is it it's mainly
whatever they believe, and until they go to court and the judge decide if it's a good enough excuse or not, that's legal.
All right.
They're innocent until proven guilty. So they can believe that they can believe that their reasoning is enough to stay here. And until a judge hears that case and decides if it is or if it isn't, that's legal. So what if we just give them amnesty? If somebody's been in the country for 10 years, hasn't committed a crime, has been contributing to society, has been buying goods, has been living in a house and raising a family, why don't we just give them amnesty? And then you now have to.
It's kind of interesting how many people call into these shows at work. How many people are actually working, but yet getting this engagement and needing this entertainment. It is kind of fascinating to me. It's kind of interesting. You know, it really is.
Compete with another legal citizen for that job. Are you good with that?
So, like in that scenario, yes. For someone that has been here for like a very long amount of time, like I understand it's not. It's a weird argument because I have the issue with because I obviously view that these people have been here for a long time. They built their life, but if you're telling me that they're trying to get asylum or whatever, just give them amnesty. So, did they come here?
Actually, I don't think the law is the law type people is the reason why we're falling apart. I think it's the people that want to apply the law when it suits their criteria, and then they want to overlook the protections and the laws that are in place to stop these insults and injuries from happening in the first place. It's like, well, now that the egregious wound has already been visited upon the entity, well, there's this little law here that gives a caveat. It gives a little carve out. That's the problem, in my opinion. That the fact that the loopholes exist. It's just like, I don't blame people for necessarily for taking advantage of like the EBT American types from taking advantage of a system like that. I blame the system for having loopholes that allow it to be taken advantage of. Right? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense.
For asylum, or like
I'm trying to ask you, does it matter? Like, does it matter?
Everything matters.
They're out competing. If somebody is out competing you, they're out competing you. So if somebody came here just for a better job, but they can out-compete you, you want
it's not that they can out-compete me, it's that they're willing to work for a lesser wage.
That's a version of competition.
They're totally they're tanking them.
It's not necessarily a version of competition when it's illegal to pay them below that. Because, see, yeah, that's a good point. Why do you care about the laws that protect these people, but yet you ignore the laws that mandate that these businesses are supposed to maintain a certain minimum wage, and they're supposed to have insurance on them, and they're supposed to be able to have medical insurance coverage if they work a certain amount of hours, and they're supposed to have certain compensation, workman's comp, or different things that are responsible and required by OSHA. But see, Sage doesn't care about any of the laws or the regulations that would necessitate that that these certain laws should be adhered to. He's okay with them being paid underneath the table because he's okay that they don't want to assimilate. He's okay that they don't want to speak the language. I'm thinking if you really looked into Sage's business model, I'm guessing he probably is secondary or tertiarily associated with a lot of illegal labor, and that's why he's so pissed off about this. Maybe I don't have any solid proof on that, so it's just speculation at this point in time. Allegedly in Minecraft, but it is what it is. Your texts were and are always welcome, although I do hear better than I see later. Well, take care, Let's. You know what I'm saying? So
Market. They're tanking the labor market.
That is
I agree. I agree, Lone Bolt.
and we do that in a capitalist
I absolutely agree with that statement, Lone Bolt.
market. People outcompete me all the time because they're cheaper, and eventually I wait for them to go away, or I have to be more efficient, and I have to find a way to be cheaper so I can be more competitive if that's what my customer wants. So this is called competition. There are various things of competition in business.
Because a large majority of them. You're saying it's competition, but
See, the interesting thing is the reason why the caller seems a little baffled and confused, and he's trying to engage the premise here. It seems to me, anyway, the reason why these things are happening is because every time the caller makes a good, salient, germane point, it seems to me, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm misunderstanding this, it seems to me that Sage will absolutely move the goalpost to a completely juxtaposed position so far that it becomes almost like a straw man.
Yes.
You're competing with your logistics company. You're competing with other logistic companies, and I don't really I don't see how that is the same with what I'm talking about with the construction labor market, because you're talking about like a business wide, you're bidding on things. I'm talking about people trying to get a job working construction.
When you apply for a job, other people also apply for that job. You are in competition with everybody else who's applying for that job. Now, you might have more education. They might be willing to take $50,000 a year instead of $60,000 a year. When you go apply for a job, you negotiate with the employer. And if they ask you, what do you want? How much are you looking for a starting pay? If you say $70,000, but the guy that just came in before you said $50,000, and because he's willing to do it for cheaper, that's competition. Like, this happens all the time.
I agree, Lone. But, Sage doesn't care about any of that. He really doesn't. I genuinely don't believe he cares about any of that.
Time every day.
I don't think he cares.
Is that, well, they're not from here, so that's not fair.
No, my problem is that they're able to.
And I love people that answer for other people, speak for other people. I don't. I'm being sarcastic. I can't stand it. Let the man say what the man's saying. You're inferring things that he never said in order to malign his character. I find that to be the pinnacle of bad faith, Sage, but that's what you do, bro. You just do bad faith things.
To take a lesser wage, because at least where I live,
I can take lesser wage than you. How do you? And we see this all the time in trucking. Okay, you have truck drivers that have a $200,000 truck who bought it and a $100,000 trailer, and they're out there driving. But my truck's paid off, and my trailer's paid off, and I've got a good record, so my insurance is cheap. I can literally take the freight cheaper than you. It's not my fault you have a $2,000 truck and I've got a paid off truck. So are you going to punish me because I'm better at my job, or I'm better at my finances, or I'm better at the fact that I don't
it's not
need
about being
that?
better. Well, that's what I was trying to get at, because I'm obviously making a hyperbolic assertion here, but at least in my area, where I live in the country, a lot of these people are living in pretty much slums, where they're living in like an apartment with like 6 other guys, to where their living expenses are way lower. They don't have to pay the rent because they're living in.
No, it's not so what, Sage. If white people tried to do that, the fucking health department, the health codes would be violated. They'd be knocking on your door. They'd be heaping fines upon you because they know that you're going to have to pay those fines. Otherwise, you're going to get your house repossessed and stuff. When a bunch of illegals stack on top of each other like a bunch of cockroaches, and they don't care about the rules and the laws, they've already shown a propensity to not want to respect or obey them because they came in illegally in the first place. You claim they're seeking asylum. I say that they are economic tourists. That's my statement. Who's right? Who's wrong, Sage? Who's right and who's wrong, Sage? Who's right and who's wrong?
Well, Because it's ruining the whole system. They're
No,
able
it's
to
not
live
ruining the whole
in a system.
Listen, so you want me to pay you more money because you want a boat? I'm just saying. So because the other
No, because I want to be able to actually live in a house that I rent. I don't want to live in a slumlord where I'm living with 6 other people in one room.
Then you have to bring more value to me, so I give you more money. I am not going to base your value. I know. Go ahead.
So another thing that I can tell you right now, say if I was a single guy, which I'm not, but if I was a single guy, and me being a trucker, if I wanted to go over the road, I could live in the truck and not have a house payment or anything like that. I could have everything I need in that truck and continue to work and make less and charge less money than the next guy.
Yes. You want to live at your lifestyle, and that's fine. You have every right to do that. Every right to do that.
Come on, man. I've got so many removals in this deck. I've got lay down arms, no removal. Let's see, get lost. I only got one of those. Let's see. Sunfall. Oh, I only have one. Okay, this isn't the deck I thought it was. Never mind. I'm being silly. All right, we'll say good game, I think. Good game, opponent. It doesn't work like that. Yeah, what I'm saying is like they can stack on top of each other because they're not willing to respect U.S. laws and code, health code, any of that stuff as it is. Not only that, they get free health care because they'll go to the emergency room for all their health care needs and never pay their bills, which artificially drives up our costs. What about that, Sage? I mean, you're so worried about the tariffs passing on the cost to the consumer. Well, what about the end user license agreement that the EULA that I have to deal with, that my wife and I would have to deal with, that everyone out there that actually holds health insurance is trying to be a responsible, respectable cog in the wheel of civility and civilization that follows the rules, that doesn't go to just doesn't go to the emergency department or the ER in order to get their health care covered and pass that cost on to American suckers. Yeah, what about all those extra costs? What about those hidden costs? What about the inflation of insurance because all these illegals that have no intentions whatsoever of obeying the traffic laws are driving illegally in almost every case, right? What about that? And raising up insurance and licensing and titling fees and stuff like that because they're here illegally and they have no intentions whatsoever obeying our laws. What about those costs that get passed on to the consumer? Why aren't you preaching that, Sage? Why are you only focused? And I can't believe I just mulliganed that. I clicked the wrong damn button. Why are you only focusing on what benefits illegals and punishes Americans? Why, Sage? I really want to know, bro. Why are you seem to only be focused on that which hurts Americans?
Okay. But you have to find a way to bring that much value so you can live at that lifestyle. It's not my job as an employer to pay you enough to have the house. You want a 4,000 square foot house? Because if you're saying that these guys live down here and
too
that's
much
not
house.
fair, well, maybe it's not fair that you have a boat and a 4-wheeler and a 4,000 square foot house. I know you don't, but so what? Where does the line balance? If I wanted to live in a tent in the woods and ride my bike to work,
Hey, you can't urban camp anymore.
and only work 40 hours a week and never work overtime and get paid $15 an hour, but that was enough for me? You're telling me that I can't do that in America? Really?
If you're an American citizen, I don't have an issue with it, but it's when the people are coming here and exploiting the system and
They're
they're
seeking to
tanking labor
become an
markets is what I have
American
issue with.
citizen. They're legally here seeking to become an American citizen. And that's welcome to how this country was founded, bro.
Well then, okay. Well then, I guess I can. I'm then fundamentally disagreeing on our asylum system, and that's what I'm disagreeing on. Then I guess what we're going to.
But that's how this country was founded.
On what, asylum seekers?
On immigrants coming here for a better way of living.
No, that's not how it was fucking founded. That's some bagel bullshit co-opted fucking plaque that was plastered on the Statue of Liberty, which, in essence, if you ask me, I think it's Lucifer, the light bearer. I don't think it is a man. I think it's actually a woman. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
And those people were able to do whatever they needed to do to survive and do that. And you're now complaining about, look, you want to complain about the ones that come here and collect welfare and do this other stuff? If they did do that, I'd be all on board. I will never feel bad about the ones that come here that are willing to live in the way they're willing to live, to work the job, just so they have a chance of living here and making something of themselves. What is wrong with you? You want to bash on those people?
I agree, Lone Bolt.
Because here's the issue that I have. It is almost too much empathy. At what point do we say we can't allow all these?
Yeah, it's sushi side. What we're doing is the West is slowly committing sushi side.
People in. At what point do we say we have too many? At what point do we say there's too many people that there's so many people in the world that would want to come to America right now to have a better life?
Why
so we just let all of them in?
If they're bringing value,
bullshit, dude.
And they're filling out the and
Get
they're-
outta
and
here.
They're here waiting for their process.
Go lay down.
Yes, you're gonna have to. That's how the system
Lay
works.
down. Put your dick away, dude. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Because you know what happens? If they can't do a job, they're gone. If they break the law, they're gone. I have no.
Okay, so
No, they're not, dude. They stack on top of each other and live real cheap, and then they commit crimes, and then they squat in your house. And guess what? Now your house is gone. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's gone. Oh, they're gone. Oh, it's gone. Oh, this bagel, dude. He's insufferable. Oh, I can't stand this guy. Oh, I can't stand him. Oh my goodness. Makes me so mad I want to spit. It's like my favorite new thing to say, by the way. Yeah, I think we might be cooked here, chat. If I do this, it's going to force him to make it flying, which is going to drop that down to 2. He might be able to get me down to 1, which is fine. Yep, there we go.
Here's the thing that I think because I have more empathy for the American citizen.
What American? Here's the problem. So I got a question for you. Do you feel better for the American citizens that know that they're going to need an education? Like, bro, I'm 50 years old. Okay? When I was in high school and grammar school, I had teachers and everybody telling me, you got to get a good education. You got to get a good education. It's the most important thing in the world. You got to get a good education. Do you feel better for the white boys
here we go.
Americans that basically don't get a better education, even though they have an opportunity to get a better education, who don't strive to get themselves a specialty, a skill in life, who don't do any of that? Do you feel better for them when they had the chance and they just blew it? Because they took it for granted?
Granted? Because they took it for granted?
Are we talking about just like, is this not about construction work? I'm not sure what you're...
What about the ones that took it for granted? Oh, what about the potatoes? Oh, I gotta grab all the potatoes. Ooh, oi. Oh my God, Sage, dude, you're so freaking. Oh my goodness, dude, how's that George Soros money treating you?
My thing is that you want to get rid of. Let's deport all 20 million. Let's go with your number.
He becomes so like hyperbolic with it. He becomes so extreme. In your argument, let's just do this one crazy thing over here. Now what? Now what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen now? Now what's gonna happen?
Let's just do it. Now we're missing 20 million people out of society. How do we fill those jobs? Now remember, those 20 million people were buying products. Those 20 million people were spending money. But now we're missing 20 million people. 20 million people died tomorrow. They're dead. They're gone. They're gone. Come Monday, you've got 20 million positions to fill. How do you fill them?
Well, I mean, at that scale, yes, it wouldn't be viable because in one day, trying to fill 20 million jobs is obviously not viable. But that's obviously.
But the problem is I just asked you. Okay.
Well, yeah, the argument you're making, I can't argue that. Because,
okay, then we got rid of
Yeah, Taylor makes an argument that only an idiot would argue against, and then goes, "See, I won." See, he precisely Taylor makes an argument that an idiot would disagree with, and it's like the old adage, you know. Anyway, fool in their folly.
20 million people
year.
gone in a
Now
day.
we're
Yes,
getting,
of course there would be a huge issue.
We're deporting 5 million a year.
But 5 million. This guy's like suffering succotash, dude. This guy's like, is Sylvester and Tweety Bird? He's 100% suffering succotash.
Now in 4 years, 20 million people are gone. You don't think that'll affect our economy?
I've already explained this to you, Sage, but you're so much of a muppet. It's called nature's equilibrium, right? Cause and effect, right? The needs, the market will correct, supply and demand. There's what you want and there's what you need, and the needs got to be met before the wants can be fulfilled. What is so hard to understand about this? It's called necessity is the mother of all invention, Sage. You're either going to get busy living or you're going to get busy dying. You're either going to sink or you're going to swim, Sage. You're either going to figure it out or you're not, Sage. What's so hard to understand about that? What's with all the social safety nets that you have for people that have no fucking business being in my country? But then you say to all the Americans who have every right to be in this country, go fuck yourself, figure it out. You're so dishonest, Sage. You're it's almost criminal how dishonest you are.
It will, but
we're not letting any new ones in.
Once there is a shortage in labor, companies are willing to pay more. The industry I work in, the industry I work in is a very small industry. To where
pay more to who?
What?
You just got rid of 20 million people. There isn't 20 million people to fill the void. So pay more to who?
To whom?
There would because, okay. Let's say we get rid of 20 million people.
Yes.
The labor market for then those industries are going to be more than those prices to where homeowners, if they want to get a new extension on their house, if they want to do this, yada yada yada, do whatever to their house, it will cost more money. Because there is a need for that work.
Yes. So then what happens when you charge more money for the products? Do you buy more products or less products?
Depends on the supply and demand.
What the supply and demand is for that product.
If you charge more money for products, do you buy more of them or less of them?
It depends on the product, you idiot. Is it a necessity or is it a want? Oh my God, you freaking Fruit Loop.
If the supply is the same, or if the demand is the same, you're going to still be buying the same amount.
Listen,
and then you'll be charging the other people more money.
Okay, so perfect. So again, you're not understanding. You are missing 20 million people from society. Where do you come up with those people to now work? It doesn't matter what you pay them. I can pay $100 an hour to no one. There's no one there to fill the job. And I'll pay $100 an hour.
I think if you were paying $100 an hour for some jobs, people would leave the jobs that they're currently working.
Okay, then who fills the job? Then you're not paying. You don't know math. We're working on math here.
You don't know math.
You are my.
I do know math. I do know math.
So now, who fills the job for the job that left?
A vacancy.
Who fills the job that
yes,
left?
you just got rid of 20 million people over 4 years.
Well, it's.
Okay, I gotta move on. You're not getting the math. You're not getting the math. You're not getting the math. Next caller. He's not getting the math. Just pay more money. To who? To who? You're not letting any more illegals come in, and you just got rid of 20 million. You're paying more money to who? Because at that point, I'm going to have to pay $150 an hour to work at McDonald's. Is that viable? Is that profitable? I don't know. How much is McDonald's? I haven't been there in a while. How much is McDonald's? I don't think it's viable. Sonia!
His number, 856-600-4654. Sage Outcast. I have questions.
To who? To who? To who?
Well, fuck it, because McDonald's is outrageously priced right now anyway, so who cares?
McDonald's drive-thru. What would you like to order? It's Sage. Don't hang up.
Such an idiot, dude.
Drive-thru on phone.
He's such a moron, dude. He really is. He's stupid.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, so, This is a stream, right?
This is a stream. Yes, this is not the McDonald's drive-through by phone. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't support individuals.
Okay.
But I support, like, ideas.
Okay, what idea?
So I voted for Trump.
Yes.
But I don't actually support Trump, like, as a person.
Perfect. What idea did you support? Finally, somebody.
Well, there are a
immigration.
lot of things that he's done that I like.
Yeah, which one?
I'd say it's like 70-30 as far as the Trump administration is concerned for me right now. I think the immigration stuff is good.
The immigration stuff, good. Which immigration stuff?
Pretty much generally what's going on with deportations.
So
and all that stuff. We can debate that if you like.
Yeah, so deportations without due process.
Did he say that? They're being held and then giving a court date. What is he talking about? They're being held at Alligator or Alcatraz, aren't they? That's due process. They just can't run around free because they were supposed to have basically gone to the first point of entry and I guess surrendered themselves. I don't know.
So you're down with that?
My response.
Look at how he loads. He loads up premises in a very bad faith way. God, I hate listening to this guy. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Well, I do it because it helps me strengthen my own argument, right? That's why I do it. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to hear what these idiots are going to be saying with their mouth holes. So that way I can formulate a well thought out argument if I hear this same stupid argument in the future. But if I never hear the argument, if I never hear the premise posited or put forward, then how am I gonna mount up a response to it, or to even ponder it? Maybe I don't have a good answer to it. Maybe I don't know what the right answer is. Maybe I got to research. I don't know.
There might be. There's a delay if you're. Hang on. There's a delay if you're listening to the show. Just listen to the phone call. Go ahead. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Pass turn.
How about now?
Yes.
We're good?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. What were we saying? Jeez.
So you're good with no due process for immigration?
Oh, that's right. The due process argument. Yeah, so I think that's a bogus, flat argument. Every time I hear that argument, I think it's funny.
Brilliant.
And we go back to Albrego Garcia and all that stuff. So
sure.
My first stance and claim in response to that is going to be, where was the due process when these 20 million fucking people were swarming the border? I mean, we saw trainfuls. I mean, we all saw the footage.
Yeah, I understand.
All over the country.
What due process?
We saw the border just being swamped by thousands of people.
Yeah.
Some of them coming in even making threats, talking about, oh, you'll know who I am soon enough. That one terrorist guy they figured out.
Yep.
I mean, that's not okay.
He doesn't care.
So there's no due process there.
There's no due process. You sure?
So all right. So let's establish.
God, he's so swarmy. He's such a swarmy little obsequious shit.
Yeah.
We let everything happen.
Yeah.
Like,
Finley, what are you doing?
Yeah.
All right.
You get over here. Come here. I'll let you out in a second.
Where was any of the due process? These people weren't processed properly. They were unconstitutionally given amnesty rights whenever the majority of them are not really amnesty migrants.
Couple
They're
questions.
just
So you don't
economic migrants that are displacing themselves for better opportunity.
We're going to make it Fast Call Friday. So you don't believe in due process?
I absolutely believe in due process for U.S. citizens and the way that the Constitution and the law lines up for U.S. citizens.
Perfect. I don't think. Listen. Here we're gonna go. Here we're gonna go. I don't think you're a U.S. citizen. Matter of fact, I don't think you're from here, and I'm gonna deport you to. Justin, pick a country.
So if your argument is,
Justin,
what about the few times that people are?
He's getting ready to hang up on him. He's like, oh, it sucked, didn't it, to just get deported to some random country, huh? Did you not get any due process? Did it suck when I just kicked you off the call? This guy has no arguments, dude. He's so bad faith.
It's not my argument. Hey, I got a question for you. I got a question for you. I have a separate question for you. You ready for the question? Justin, think about a country.
So you're gonna you threw that out there, and now you're dodging that.
No,
point,
I'm not.
so
I'll be right back. Just one more question for you. It's a completely separate question.
He's getting ready to hang up on him.
Well, you're running away completely from
No, I just want you
deportation.
to answer this question. It's completely different. It helps me determine how we're going to handle this.
Imagine you didn't have breakfast this morning. how would that make you feel?
That's the question.
Come here, Finn. Finley, come here.
I don't want to eat breakfast.
Bingo. Okay, here's the answer. Okay. No, I don't. Just listen to the question that I'm asking. No, you just failed the breakfast question. But either way, I don't believe you're a U.S. citizen, and I'm going to deport you to Justin.
Antarctica.
Antarctica. You're now going to be deported to Antarctica. So we're going to throw you on a bus.
All right, I'll be right back. I got to let the dogs out.
You good with that?
Well, that's unrealistic.
How's it unrealistic?
Because there wouldn't be any facilities in Antarctica for you to ship me to.
Well, that's not the point. I don't really care. As long as we literally have an airport.
Okay, so you're building a hypothetical.
No, I'm not building a hypothetical.
You're framing this whole thing around some idea where I get falsely deported.
No,
right?
You're not falsely deported.
And so what I'd like to do is we're past all the BS and hit the core of this argument, which is what happens when an American citizen gets deported, right? And they don't get their ID checked.
Talking. Stop talking. Stop talking. Just don't talk. Just answer my question. I don't believe you're a U.S. citizen. Don't do anything. You've already failed the breakfast question, so I know why you can't answer this question. I don't believe you're a U.S. citizen, and I'm going to deport you to Cambodia. Is that okay?
Right.
What is the first thing you're going to say to me?
Well, the first thing I'm going to say to who? The cop?
To me,
like arresting me?
To
or
me,
what?
I'm the cop arresting you, and I'm deporting you to Cambodia.
Oh, well, officer, let me show you my documents.
That's,
so I
don't care about your documents. That's due process. I don't
Okay,
care
then.
about that.
All right,
There's
then
no due
arrest me.
process.
Arrest
There's
me.
no due process.
Arrest me.
And I
Drag
deport
me
you.
wherever you're dragging me. Take me to a police station.
I'm not
take me to
taking
court.
you to a police
We'll work
station.
this out.
I'm not taking you to a court. That's due process. You're getting on a plane. You're going to Cambodia.
Okay,
You're not
that's
getting
fine.
due process.
No, guess what? That's fine.
What?
If a police officer looks at me and says, "Hey, you're a foreign migrant who has no citizenship, and I'm gonna just grab you and throw you on a plane without any due process," what the hell do you think I'm gonna be able to do about that?
Nothing.
Are you crazy?
Do you understand?
What, am I gonna stop the cop?
I have people in my chat that are legal citizens that don't look like they're from this country. So how do you tell who the legal citizens are and who are not the legal citizens without due process?
But see, this is the
Answer my
point
question.
of the redundancy
Answer my
of your
question.
framework here.
Answer my question.
It's the total redundancy.
Next. How do you tell?
See, this is what people don't understand. This is what people don't understand, Sage, is you're trying to explain to them with questions.
Yes.
That if there's no due process, what is to stop the government or any law enforcement agency to turn that no due process against you and not just immigrants?
100%. And
100% what he's already said he's planning on doing.
Correct.
Maybe we get rid of the bad people that are already here.
Yes. Maybe we get rid of the bad citizens. Maybe we get this. This is what you people don't understand. There is due process. It doesn't matter. What if you're here vacationing? You get due process. I do not want to give police officers the power and anything, ICE, anything, to do whatever they want to do without due process. And I'm ex-law enforcement. I don't want that. And I don't understand the people that are okay with that. That's just freaking crazy to me. The due process establishes that you make sure you don't scoop up somebody that's here, like, oh, I don't know, the military member, that their dad is on a special program because their sons are in the military, that their dad gets fast-tracked and allowed to stay here while and gets the ability to become a citizen because both sons are serving in the military. Next. And the problem that he failed the breakfast question. I don't eat breakfast. That's not what I asked you. I asked you if this is the brilliance of the breakfast question. It's the brilliance of the breakfast question because I already know this is not going to be a debate. You're not going to be able to process the information. The minute I ask you something, the minute I ask you a question, you will not answer the question. You will divert down whatever road you need to that has absolutely nothing to do with what I'm asking you. I asked you, good, you're good with no due process? No. I now think you're not from this country, and I'm going to deport you to a foreign country. I don't care what country, just away. Well, I'm going to go see a judge. That's due process. You don't get that. Well, the law enforcement's going to have to leave me a lawyer. That's due process. You don't get that. All you get is me putting you in cuffs, sticking you in a car, taking you to a bus stop, putting you on an airplane, and now you're in Cambodia. Figure it out from there. That's why it says every person in this country gets due process. Because it's very important, because it's the only way we can determine who's here legally and who here is not legal. Is the fact that some cop who you just felt you slept with his wife doesn't just scoop your ass up and stick you on a bus and send you to Cambodia. Are you guys good with that? Because do you understand the difference between the SS and the Nazis and us? Due process! Hi, thank you for calling for Sage Rage Line. How may I direct your call? Yes, this is the show. Yes,
Man, I was looking for the...
Well, there it is, chat. There it is. They're going to try to throw us into Auschwitz. Oh, my goodness. Oh, there it is. What's up, Yoda Tech? There it is. Oh, Auschwitz. Oh, the SS. The difference between us and them is we have due process. Well, wait a minute. Hold on, you fucking restarted moron. Sage. Wait, didn't you just say a minute ago when the guy said, I would show them my documentation? You said, no, that's due process. I thought you said that the difference between America and the SS is we have due process. But you just said the man couldn't show his papers because that's considered due process. But isn't that one of the famous sayings, like, show us your papers? That the SS would always say, show us your due process. Show us your proof that you have a right to be here and you're not an undesirable. So you're such a Muppet, dude. You're such a low IQ Muppet, Sage, that you just dunked on yourself. You just defeated your own argument that you made less than 5 minutes ago. Did you all hear that? Did you all hear that? This man is so confused. And confusion is not of God. God is not the author of confusion. You are in need of repentance, sir. You need to go seek out some Jesus. You need to get some Jesus in your life, bro. You need to stop spreading this misinformation, this Marxist, Leninist, absolute Muppet nonsense, bro. You need to return those George Soros checks. You need to chuck that pouch of 30 silver back at the Pharisees and the Sadducees' feet.
McDonald's drive-thru.
Oh, hang on. Let me get my other hat. What would you like to order? What's going on, brother?
I was thinking a large Diet Coke and maybe...
Is this
maybe
Justin?
I'd like to keep the 20 million workers and not have a labor shortage. That'd be great, too.
I knew it from the Diet Coke, you leftist. As soon as you had a Diet Coke on your menu, I knew you were a leftist. Yeah.
You got me. You got me, man.
No, that was the other problem. It's like I tried to get to the point that the math problem, and he's backstage, and he is a good guy, all right? And it makes, of course, there's some of the stuff, but it's one of those things that it's like you're nursing 20 million people. Just pay more. Pay more to who? To the Santa's elves?
That's the thing that gets me is like you have a boss, right?
Yes.
And you're acknowledging that this guy is purposely paying his guys $15 an hour.
Yes.
And then he says, well, but if those guys are gone, more people will get $20 an hour, and he doesn't think that his cheap ass boss will just replace him with other people at a cheaper wage. It's incredible that like the gymnastic these guys go through, and they think like, oh well, that problem's gone. It'll get better. It's fine.
Yes, it's wild.
So your argument is the reason why we have so much unfettered immigration is because elitist and globalist and corporations are all coordinating with each other and paying off politicians to turn a blind eye so that these corporations can get this cheap labor and artificially lower the price in a competitive way. That's what I'm hearing you Muppets saying. You guys are admitting what the con is. This is a con. This is 100% a long con. And there are complicit conspirers for this long con. And thank you. You just revealed the truth of the matter. And the truth of the matter is there's a conspiracy here. At least that's what it seems like to me. Seems that way to me, chat.
It's wild, bro. It's wild. I mean, I just pay people more. Just pay people more. That's the answer I get all the time. So are you good paying more? And when it costs you more to redo your house, to do construction on your house, you do less construction on your house. You do less construction on your house.
All I'm hearing from these people is they want policy to have a higher minimum wage. That's all I hear out of their mouths. But then you bring it up, and it's like you're introducing the devil to them. It's insane.
Yes, I agree. But I thank you for the call, and I'll try to get your McDonald's order to you.
Hey, thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye. All right, one McDonald's order down. Lots.
Go lay down.
Yes. Do we just keep trying to call? Yes, you just keep trying to call. Guys, look, I'm going to drop the Discord. A lot of times, I'm not going to lie. Where's my Discord? Does anybody know where my Discord is? Phone are on. I'll probably won't be able to get to the Discord. Invite people. Let me turn this on. Let me copy this. I'm going to drop this in Discord. If you guys would do me a favor, also hit the like button. Share this out. Find your friends. If you're looking for somebody that you want me to, get triggered on, this is the show. This is the show. I'm not the calm, cool debate show that we just basically, control ourselves and we just debate back and forth in a nice, friendly manner. It's not me. I don't know. I don't have to. Oh, God. Hang on. Sage speaking. And there's a hush over the crowd. Can you hear me? Next. Sage speaking. Sage speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I just have one question. If you grant these people amnesty,
sure.
How are you going to keep them at these jobs? Like, how are you going to prevent them from leaving?
That's kind of actually a pretty good question that this guy's asking. If you grant them amnesty, which means that they no longer are secreting around having to work these off the book jobs, that would free them up to getting a more competitive job. How are you going to keep them? That's a great question. How are you going to keep them in these low wage jobs? What would their incentive be to continue to get paid $5 an hour when the law, once they're official, would dictate that they have to get what, $7.25 or $7.45 or whatever the minimum wage is? How are you going to keep them in these menial jobs, bro? That's a great question.
You pay them money.
Oh.
Like more? Wait, you pay them like more money than what you don't have to pay them because they're illegal and they're afraid that ICE will snap them up so they don't make any waves? Do you see how? Oh, Sage, you're destroyed on this one, bro.
What's from keeping them from going to find a higher paying job?
Welcome to the country.
What?
Nothing.
Right, but if they're a farm worker and they're making $15 an hour,
yeah.
What's from keeping them on the farm from going to find $20 an hour? Who are you going to replace them with?
Oh, you're looking for the indentured servant hotline. Oh, okay, I got it.
Wow, Sage, dude, you're so bad faith. You don't have an argument, bro. This guy is absolutely, yeah, that's a brilliant question. A brilliant question. Outstanding, caller. Outstanding. And then look at how bad faith Sage is when he doesn't have a good answer. He's probably stalling for his producer to give him an argument. This guy's a paid shill.
Maybe we can shackle them. Would you like? We can shackle them, maybe. I mean, so you're telling me that we shouldn't give anybody amnesty like rape?
You want to shackle the American worker? You call them lazy because they need a living wage and they're not stacked on top of each other like a bunch of cockroaches underneath the fucking refrigerator in order to live more so cheaply that they can afford to have, 13 cots in one bedroom so that they can all split the cost of living. But if American families tried to do that, their houses would get foreclosed on or shut down, and there'd be a health code violation.
Reagan did for 3 million immigrants because they might go look for a better job.
He's not. See, He won't engage the question in good faith, chat. He's incapable of doing that.
Maybe they're not.
I'm just curious on how you're going to keep them.
Well, maybe they're not.
Farms.
Maybe they're not.
Who you're going to replace them with?
Maybe they're not.
An endless cycle of just bringing people to this country and having them work on farms for cheap labor.
Maybe they're not
going to raise the prices on the farm.
Maybe they're not qualified for a better job. Maybe that's what they're qualified to do.
Lay down, draw
So
our
all
shadow.
these people are just fucking idiots that are working on the farms.
I don't know. I feel like there's. Well, I'm on the call right now with one. to be
Oh,
honest.
wow.
Yeah, me too.
So, I mean, do you understand that this happens all the time, right?
Cheesy Puffs.
There are people who stay in jobs.
I understand.
Well, no, it's
Thank you for my Cheesy Puff donations last night, Lone. This stream is paid for by Cheesy Puffs.
kind of condescending. It's kind of like
higher paying jobs.
How long have you been at? How long have you been at your job?
It's not condensate, you fucking retard. It's condescend. Where'd they find this idiot, dude? Holy shit, dude. Sage, if you're listening to this, I doubt you are, but if you found this channel, I would recommend never having me on my show again, because every time I am on the show, I elucidate to your audience how much of an inconsistent, goalpost moving, bad faith actor you really are, buddy. So I would recommend you not having me on your show. That would be my advice. Ever again. That'd be a good idea. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good idea.
For which one?
I don't know. Pick one.
I mean, I do flooring. I do welding. What do you want?
So
what does it matter?
So you're not. Are you employed by a business?
I do my own. I do contract work.
Okay.
For flooring, welding.
So anybody, fine, I won't use you. So anybody that just stays at a job for, like, my dad was at the same job as a truck driver for, Jesus Christ, 20, 30, almost 30 years. Why didn't he find another job?
Because it was probably paying well. Does it pay the same as farm work?
I don't know. It paid $13 an hour when I was driving there.
Yeah, but back then, 30 years ago, 40 years ago.
Okay, so
$13 was good.
So then, my question for you is that why do people stay at jobs? Why doesn't everybody just find better jobs? Why do people leave McDonald's?
Well, okay, why would these illegals or even migrants? Okay, I'm not even going to say they're all illegal.
So you think that they're only working?
Amnesty, why would they?
So he interrupts him in the middle of him making a premise. He's so rude, dude.
Stay on a farm with no benefits, no help, or
well, if their amnesty can hang on. If they're
pursue a higher pay, why would they stay there?
So if you give them amnesty, so we should force them. We should not give them amnesty, and we should force them to do this job.
What?
Well, they're kind of being forced right now. Right?
Are they really?
They can't go anywhere. We have laws preventing them from working.
Oh, so you want to? I get it. Yes, I get it. You want to keep them enslaved.
What?
That's your answer.
I'm sorry. Who's trying to enslave them right now?
You are. I'm providing them an opportunity. I'm providing them an.
I'm trying to send them the fuck home.
Oh, send them home. So who does the jobs if we send them all home?
The American people.
What American people?
Oh, here we go.
Billy, Joe.
Why aren't the American people doing it now then?
Because it's not a competitive or competitive wage.
So how much should we charge to be a competitive wage? Oh, I got unalived. How much should we charge for a competitive wage?
I don't know, $15, $20 with benefits.
$15, $20 with benefits. What do you think they're making now? Do you know what they make for blueberry picking now?
No idea.
Way more than that. Way more than that.
Way more?
Yeah.
And they're being taxed on that?
No, they pay by the
With
bundle.
benefits?
They pay by the bundle. They pay by the basket that you do. So that basically it's productivity based.
Okay.
And I know people that'll make $9,000 in 2 months. Productivity based.
And that all that money is staying within the U.S. It's not being sent.
Yeah, remissions.
I'm not going to tell people how to spend their money.
So that money's not being taxed or anything. So we're just
yes, there's being taxed.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it's being taxed. You have to claim taxes. Yes.
I don't.
So all these people are being taxed on these farms.
Are they all being taxed? Yes.
Yes.
Does everybody pay taxes? No. I can guarantee you don't pay. I can guarantee you as a business, I can guarantee you, show me your books, and I'll bet money you are not paying all the taxes.
Show me the proof that these people are all paying taxes.
Show me the proof that you are. Show me the proof. Whoa, bro. Show me the proof that you are.
Yeah, this is a fucking joke.
I guarantee you, if you get paid cash for a job, you're not.
He does get paid cash
that.
for a job. He's getting paid cash for a job. Garrett, show me the proof you are. Next. Oh, he hung up. Actually, I don't know. I think it was a race to see who hung up first. I might have hung up on him first. I'll give him that. Show me the proof you are. All right, somebody's backstage. Hang on. Is this DJ?
What's up, Sage?
What's up?
So I want to talk to you about something you spoke. I don't know, maybe a week ago.
Oh, geez.
And I think even and even you got some of the facts wrong. And it's the Ukrainian-Russo war that's going on.
Sure.
And my issue is that when everybody brings this issue up, everybody starts talking about, oh, it happened under Trump, it happened under Biden, and it happened back in 2013. And nobody talks
I might have
about
set up the date. I couldn't remember. So I thought it was 2014. Did I say it was 2014?
No, actually, you were talking. You were arguing with it happening under the first Trump administration because you were talking about the first invasions in the Donbass region, and you weren't actually talking about.
That was under Obama.
I know that for a fact that wasn't me then, because I know for a fact it was under
I might have
Obama.
gotten you confused with who you're talking to.
Okay, yeah, it was under
what
Obama.
frustrates me is a lot of Americans don't even understand the Malaysian flight that got shot down in 2008.
Yep.
That was the Russians.
The annexation of Crimea, because that's all part of the war. That all is when it began. So it just really frustrated me listening to this, because it's mind blowing how much we want to stick our nose into this affair, and so many Americans don't know anything about it.
Okay. So you don't think we should be there?
No, I 100% I think that we should be
helping,
supporting Ukraine and helping, because the situation is there's a lot of politics that are going on over there, and it's not just war. You have resource politics, geopolitical politics, and if you're not going to understand that and you're not going to be educated on it and actually talk to people from the region, not Americans who have opinions, but actual people from the region, I don't think people should have an opinion. Because then you're just talking to other people who want you to feel the way they do, instead of actually speaking to people from Ukraine or from that area who understand the historical tension of Europe.
Oh, absolutely. Which I agree. I spoke to people in Ukraine. I have spoke to people. I've actually had them on my show back when this first started. So I understand that.
My father-in-law had to flee from Ukraine. He was married. He had a house over there and a little farm, everything, man. Yeah. Yep.
So I think maybe you were confusing me with the caller, because I do know it happened under Obama. I couldn't remember if it was 13 or 14. The date might have been me. But I do believe we should be in Ukraine. I do believe we should be supporting them. I believe that we basically, negotiated that with the Budapest agreement. And I believe that we can't just let down, just bail on our people that we say we're going to be there. I believe we shouldn't be giving them. We shouldn't give it.
What about the promise that America, about the Constitution and the protections of the government supposed to provide to its actual legal citizens? You want to bail on that. You want to bail on those protections, Sage. It's so interesting how bad faith this guy is, in my opinion. Just bad faith, man.
be giving Ukraine up to Russia because that would fuel energy, food, and things for them to be able to go to war with us and be a better point for them. They could use that against us when it comes to.
Welcome back, Lone.
I 100% believe we should be helping Ukraine.
I probably 100% had you mixed up with the caller you were talking to because, like I said, it was like last week that you were having the conversation.
Yeah. But I do appreciate the call, then, brother. But you should call him. Maybe I'll do a Ukraine show. That might make it better. So, and I'll do that. I'll just, like I said, I'll do the private chat. You should join the Discord. Maybe I'll do a Ukraine show or something next week. But that way.
Where do I get your Discord links?
I dropped it in the chat. I'm gonna drop it in the. I'll drop it in the private chat here in the thing. So you're gonna see 2 chats, one public, one private. It's gonna be in the private chat.
Sage.
All right. Boom. I'm gonna drop you down. All right. But it's still in the chat. You can still get it. All right, let me turn the phone lines on. It's tough to do a fast call Friday with Ukraine because there's so much with Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't think it was me. I might get dates wrong. Hang on, I'll get it. Sage speaking. There's a delay. Sage speaking. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Next. Sage speaking. Can you hear me?
Hey, Sage, it's Papa Synth again. I just wanted to quickly say something about Ukraine. So, yeah, that is one thing that pissed me off with Trump supporters, how they're like, no support for Ukraine, blah, blah, blah. And then the thing that really pisses me off is the people that support Russia, because personally, I have a huge gripe with Russia, and as someone who, I'm not fully Christian, but I believe in a lot of the beliefs and the morals that it teaches.
Oh, it's interesting because the Bolshevik Jews killed all the Orthodox Christians. Let's see if this frickin' idiot has any common sense or any sense of what actually did happen.
And since the start of the Bolshevik Revolution...
I agree. That's going to be too long of a conversation. Listen, I got like 75 people calling me, so you get one chance. At least on Friday. All right, let me turn the phones back on. Jesus Christ.
Oh, he didn't want to have the Bolshevik Revolution Holodomor conversation, did he? Where they killed all the Orthodox Christians, the Jews. Oh, he didn't want to have that conversation, boys. No, he didn't want to have it.
He's back here in my Discord. All right, hang on a second. I know. Phones are on.
Yeah,
Sonny.
but he can't take a mic though.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sage speaking. Can you hear me? Sage.
Mark, Florida, man, surrounded by these Trumpaholics.
Trumpaholics surrounding. Mark, have you been captured? Do you need a search?
Oh my God.
Do you need a team sent out?
I live about 10 miles from the villages, bro.
Bro, what's going on?
Anyway, quick question is just simple questions for these people who want to deport all these people, right?
Deport them all.
What Americans are raising their kids to go out and pick fruit and clean toilets? And I just want to know, I want anybody in the chat right now to raise their hand and say, I am raising my child to go out and pick fruit. These people, Americans are not going to go out and do these jobs. We need these people here to do these jobs. Our fucking food system will fail.
Yes.
If we do not have these people here. It's reality. I love Trump.
What do you mean our food system will fail? You mean all the people in the cities, all the fucking retarded liberals that have all their food delivered to them might have to venture out and grow some of their own food eventually or die? Oh, well. O.D. well. Crimea River.
Ideas of his policies, but he never fucking follows through with them.
True story.
You know, I mean, yes, I want to make America great. I want fucking higher paying jobs, yes. But we cannot run this country without these people here doing the jobs that Americans will not do. Please get it through your thick fucking head. We need to solve this amicably and find out a way for this to fucking work because we cannot survive in this.
Oh my God, the tofu's kicking in. Oh, my soy latte is kicking in. Oh, the Soylent Green is kicking in.
Country without these illegal migrants.
Oh my God, it's a Florida Finkel. It's a Florida Finkel, chat.
That come over here and work and put food on our tables. There's no white person, I'm sorry, that's going to go line up and wait for a fucking job in the sun. Here in Florida, I mow lawns. I can't even find white people to come work with me. Like, I'll hire them, but they won't even last.
That's because you're capped.
Oh my God, they won't even last. Oh, my matzo balls are smothering in the humidity in Florida. Ooh.
American people are fucking lazy. I'm sorry.
That's because you're captured.
We are sitting here up on this throne saying that, oh, we're the best country. We're the best country. Tell me right now, what white American in this country is raising their child to go out and pick fruit?
Not me. We're not even raising them to farm anymore.
I'm actually growing my own fruit in my own backyard. I got a little mini orchard. I've got raspberry, blueberry, and blackberry bushes. I've got 9 raised garden beds. I've got chickens. I've got 3 bee colonies in my apiary. Whoa, there you go, you lib fucktard. There's your query. Wasn't that the question you asked us, Super Chief?
Thanks for the call, brother. That's another thing too. You guys don't understand is we're not even really raising them to be farmers anymore.Maybe some are, but not as many as we used to. So that's another thing that they kind of bring. I would think, right? Farming aspect. Phones are back on. Yes, I know it's on my show right now. I'm trying to go through calls as fast as I can. 915. Basically, the problem was I kept saying hello.
What up, Jerry?
Talking, so
good to see you.
You were there. That being said, phones are open. So, he did make it through.
Well, I'm gonna draw a card.
Sage Outcast Show.
Dude, you won't believe how hard it is to get in on your show.
Hard. The word's hard. Hard. Don't use hot, because then I feel like I'm a part of the Trump thing. Like, we're the hottest country. This is the hottest country ever.
But that's the Boston accent.
I know. What's going on, brother?
My question is this. The illegal immigrant takes what category of jobs away from the most? What category do they fulfill those jobs? The uneducated, like me. I'm uneducated. They take a job that I will do, and when they do that, everybody says, well, let's pay the market rate, or,
I bet he goes to synagogue.
let's go by position. If you take the illegal immigrant out, those farm jobs will pay more. Google on down to Yuma, Arizona. I think there's a...
When I was doing my yoga the other day, I was doing hot yoga, and I had one of those little Baphomet goats, and the Baphomet goat was on my back, and I had this hot sweat just creeping down the crack of my hair, yes, and I was thinking to myself, what if they take away our free cheap labor, who's going to pick our fruits?
About 2008, ICE did a raid down there. That afternoon, the line was out the door paying $20 an hour to pick vegetables. I'll pick vegetables. I have no problem depassing corn, but I cannot do it for $7, $8. If you go up to Washington State right now, and I know this for a fact, picking apples up there, my sister-in-law makes $18 an hour up there.
Okay.
Picking apples, that's a decent wage. Everybody says, oh, well, you can't live off 15. Well, you can live off a lot less because most of these farming communities, like my sister-in-law gets free housing. That's part of the $18 that she gets. Long
Yeah, but
as she shows up
nobody's.
for work.
Yeah, but nobody's. So the problem is you just want to pay more. So what if we just paid more to the illegals who work harder? Are you good with that?
I have no problem.
What is your listen, I'm not saying they don't work hard, but you're making an equivalency argument. You're equivocating. You're saying that the illegals work harder. What's your evidence of that? What's your evidence? Because it's a low skill job that they're more likely to fit into, because there might be a language gap issue situation. Like what is your evidence that they work harder than Americans? And if these illegals work harder than Americans, well, why aren't they improving their home country? Why aren't they improving their home country, dude? If they're such hardworking people, why don't they work harder to fix their own home country? Your logic doesn't follow, you Muppet.
I have no problem with that. Matter of
okay.
fact, that's a great idea. Let's do a new single bill law. If you hire a legal immigrant in this country, you're going to pay a minimum wage of $45 an hour.
Well, I am not. You're not going to. You know how much that's going to raise the cost of my products?
Oh.
Grow it yourself.
Yeah, grow it yourself. Exactly. Okay, so I guess this guy came in acting like he was a libtard and basically suckered Sage into a false sense of security. I love it.
I can't grow it myself.
Land up there. Put a little,
I'm in Maine, bro. So hang on. I got an idea for you. I have an idea for you. We could just give all those people amnesty.
For what? To what purpose?
Man, I don't know if
And then you're back to the question one of your past caller goes, then what happens when they have amnesty and it opens up all avenues for legal jobs and they don't want to pick your fruit no more? Now what, Sage? Now what, you muppet?
amnesty.
Why
right
not?
off the rip.
Wait, what? Wait.
Look,
Go ahead.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
If you give them amnesty, you have to pay them better wages, right?
Right, but that means the next set's going to come right in. Look, we didn't learn anything from Ronald Reagan.
Well,
We should have.
hang on. But if you pay, whoa. But if you paid more money all the way around, then the next set's going to come in following it. The same way truck drivers jumped into the trucking market when it paid more money, right?
You guys are not helping my algorithm at all, man. Y'all need to put a 1 in the chat, man. Don't make me get all Chris Ryder on your asses. Don't make me get all Chris Ryder on your asses. Come on, help my algorithm out, guys. Help me find some new freaking people. But if you're driving, don't worry about it. If you're working, I get it. I understand.
Correct.
And then
who's left right now? The guys who's going to be here another 10, 15 more
The
years.
problem I have with you, Mark, is why do you live in Mexico?
Yeah, that's true.
Why? I love the culture. I love the family values.
What else?
I do like the. And remind yourself, I'm a legal resident of Mexico.
Okay, but why did you
Legal.
Stop it! You cannot compare me with an illegal when I'm illegal.
Why do you work? You work in the United States, but you live in Mexico, right?
Correct.
Next. Oh, Mark, you're spending all that money. You're taking all of American money and you're taking it back down to Mexico, where we're losing that money. And the reason you're down there in Mexico is we've talked about this. It's cheaper in Mexico.
Yeah, and if it's cheaper in Mexico and they'd be sending their American dollars back to Mexico so that their family can live like kings down there, how is that refuting an argument, bro? How is that refuting anyone's argument? It's remittances. It's tax-free money sent untaxed remittances. That money's coming out of our economy, and you don't get it, dude. You are that ignorant that you just don't get it, bro. The guy has a lived experience, and you're crapping on his lived experience, and you're defeating your own argument. And the crazy thing is, you actually think you're dunking on this guy. That's the funniest part. You actually think you're dunking on that guy. You can't make this stuff up. I'm like Chris Ryder. You can't make this up. What are you going to do, chat? What are you going to do?
In Mexico. So obviously price affects your thought. You want high American wages so you can live cheaper in Mexico. You know what we should have to do? We should have to force you. If you work in the United States, you have to live in the United States. You can't live in Mexico. Go get a Mexican job, Mark. Mark, why aren't you working in Mexico? Mark?
Why'd you hang up on him, dude? Why don't you ask that question when he can respond? You low T, soy latte drinking, tofu eating, fat vegan. He's a fat vegan. I mean, do I got to say any more? I should show you a picture of every other vegan that I've ever seen in my lifetime. And unless he's on his first week of being a vegan, you're not a vegan, bro. You're a liar.
Why are you working in the United States? Why are you taking a job? If you're a legal citizen of Mexico, why are you taking an American job away from an American so you can take your money down and live in Mexico? You can't even tell me how to live here. Sonia!
He says, you're 22 years a vegan? How are you so fat then? Stop the cap. How are you so fat, Sage? How are you so fat? Don't ever have me on your show again, Sage. I will absolutely decimate you.
600-4654.
But you'll hang up on me. I know you will.
Sage Outcast.
Can't be
I
mad.
have questions.
Can't be mad at me and hung up on what's the name of the show? Fast Call Friday. That's just what we do here on Fast Call Friday. It's just what
I literally destroy you every time, Sage. Every time. And every time one of your callers... So answer that question, Sage. Answer that question. What happens when you give these people amnesty? And now they're legally able to go seek a higher job. What happens? What do you do then, Sage? When they no longer want to pick fruit for $5 an hour, Sage? When they don't have to pick fruit for $5 an hour? What do you do then, Sage? I think the guy asked a fantastic question. An absolutely fantastic question, Sage. What do you do? Inquiring minds want to know, Sage. Thought so.
What we do here on Fast Call Friday.
What Sage would do, he would hang up on the caller instead of actually engaging the question in good faith.
Who's next? I might have ran out of people. I might have gone through all my people. Maybe not. Hang on. Let me
Call in. Oh, he's done with his show. Yeah. Yeah.
see. Let me click it. Did I turn the phone on? Yeah. Hang on. It might not have took. Okay, phones are on right now. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
I'm on OBS, man, right now. I don't really have a call-in number. I mean, you're just gonna hang up on me. I mean, type it in the chat, bro. Type it in the chat. I'm actually hopping off here in a little bit anyway because my wife's coming home from work. But type it in the chat. I'm not on StreamYards. Actually, I guess I could get a StreamYards link going. Yeah, I could do that. Hold on. That's actually a good point. I could do that. Use that as a call-in. Oh, hold on. I got to do this real quick. 1 second. Hold on. I'm in a game right now. Get rid of that one, I think. Nope. Cancel. Resolve. Sacrifice that. Let me go to OBS, turn on my virtual camera. Okay. I feel like this is a mistake because I don't think you're going to engage in good faith anyway. But you can't hang up on me. You can go away, but you can't hang up on me. It's my show, bro. This will be interesting. All right. Oh, good job, man. It's only half. I got 10 cards left in my library. My opponent is at 12 life. 1 second. All right. That's on. Microphone's on. Enter studio. All right. All right. Let me put the link up. But let me make sure I've got it set up where it's on here because normally when I got my game going. All right. There you go. And let me see. 1 second. Let me get situated. All right, there's StreamYards. All right, let me go check my OBS. StreamYards. Do I have StreamYards up on this particular setup? I don't know that I do. Let me go to here. All right, my turn. Hold on, guys. Let's go here. I just about decked myself here. Let's go ahead and swing. All right, opponent is dead next turn unless he has a way to clear the board. I'm pretty sure he does, though, so I don't think he's worried. I think this is a good game. All right, let me see. Discord. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to hear you. 1 second. Let me make sure this is set up once this game is over. That's Discord, so... All right. Hold on. I want to make sure that's you. Yep, it is authenticated. All right. Add to stage. There you go. Okay. Let me see if people can hear you or not. Go ahead and keep talking.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Yep. Okay. It's coming through the YouTube. Chat, can you hear him? Okay. Yep. Okay. They can hear you. What's up? Can you explain that, or what's on your mind, caller? We'll do this.
Well, no, you asked a question basically in
Mhm.
regards to them seeking out better jobs. Well, they could do that now.
Legally?
Yeah.
How can they legally seek out a better job of the type?
Get documentation to drive a tractor trailer. That would be a good job, right?
Right, but if
They can work in factories, right?
yeah, I could have sworn that that in order for them to be able to legally work and pay taxes and have all these different things set up. Hold on, I got to turn this volume down. I don't know if people can hear this on the game. Don't the employers have to pay insurance? And hold on, let me make this bigger. So there we go. Maybe that's better.
No, you don't have to pay insurance. No. So you can hire people as contracted help.
Mm-hmm.
9.
Oh, hold on. This is not going to be good enough. Let me do it. Let me minimize it. I apologize. I don't normally have this set up for StreamYards. Just an FYI. But they're gonna see a lot of extra stuff. All right. Apologize for interrupting you. So you're saying that there aren't rules and regulations, state statutes, and also federal laws that dictate that if you're going to have somebody employed, that you have to pay them at least minimum wage, that you have to, depending on their job or whether they're subcontracted out with what do they call it, the 99, that you have to have liability insurance or health insurance. You have to offer certain things based on their hourly wage, or if they're an independent contractor, that's a separate thing.
Nope. No, you don't.
There's no rules, regulations, and laws, guidelines saying that if you are well, then why are all these illegals running away from the meatpacking facilities then?
Well, you understand the difference between a W-2 position and a 1099, correct?
So a W-2 position would indicate that you are documented. Yes?
Not that you're documented, that you're an employee of the company.
Right.
A 1099 is an outside contractor. I pay outside contractors all the time.
Okay. So, all right, let's engage that you're a W-2 employee. Okay. So you're saying they could 1099 themselves.
Yes, you can basically set yourself up as a sole proprietor with an EIN number from documentation that you can get a driver's license, and then you can get a domiciled CDL license, and then you can become a truck driver. Yes, and be a contracted 1099 employee for a trucking company. Yes.
So then if you can do these things regardless of your legal or documentation status.
It's not your legal status. These are documented. Undocumented can come into the country, request asylum, request that status. They get paid. They get Social Security cards technically, but they can't collect any Social Security benefits off of it, and they can go get jobs.
But see, hold on. See, now you're saying only people that are seeking asylum, and I've already granted that argument, dude.
Well, that's what an undocumented is. An undocumented.
No, bro. No.
Process.
No,
You
bro.
know the difference between illegal and undocumented.
Yeah. Let's go back to the only caveat. When we talked about this before, I looked. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Pivot. You're gonna pivot.
You're cutting out big time.
You're gonna pivot from the topic again, and this is how you believe you.
No. I'm gonna go back to the original conversation that we had when it comes to asylum seekers. When I said to you,
that's called a pivot.
When I said to you that we could completely shut down all immigration to the United States with the one exception, which is asylum seekers. Did we not agree on that? That's the only thing that's codified and ratified in the Constitution that can't be shut down. True or false?
Yes, you could shut it down. Would you want to? No.
Well, that's a different question. It's an ought versus a should. I'm doing a descriptive. I'm making a descriptive. You're trying to claim that I'm making a prescriptive.
But the thing is that we bring in seasonal workers. Would you agree that the seasonal workers come in? So we don't shut it down completely, right?
See, now you're pivoting. Let's go back to
of ways that we don't shut it down completely.
Okay.
We don't do it down.
Let's go step by step. I'll address any questions that you have for me. I'm pretty sure you just agreed with me that we could. Now, would it be wise to do that? I would agree with you. I don't think it would be wise. I'm a fan of migration, legal migration to our country.
But you don't know what legal and not legal is, so that's a difficult process for you.
Oh, bro, man. But yeah, but what you're doing is you're allowing a loophole and a caveat
No, I'm
to.
not allowing what the law states. I'm
Mhm.
just telling you what the law states, and you don't like the law, so you think that that's the difference. Doesn't matter if you don't
Okay.
like it or not.
Okay,
Doing what it-
so you're saying that the law allows people to seek asylum, and I can say to you that if I can prove that there are non-governmental organizations who are handing out pamphlets, handing out manila folders, coaching and telling these people exactly what to say in order to come into our country and use a loophole. Now,
That's
now if it's not according to you, and you've already addressed this, you said that these loopholes need to be closed, right? We need to fix it. But in the meantime, it's not illegal.
It's not illegal, correct?
Okay, right. So, as of the government of the United States, if you know that there are certain organizations out there that are doing this, would it not be incumbent and prudent upon our government if, and I'm just giving a descriptive, not and with maybe a follow-on prescriptive, the remedy would be to fix the loophole in the law legally. And
Sure,
another remedy would be for our FBI, our even the CIA, which works outside of the country. It's supposed to exclusively only work outside of the country, but it seems to work inside of it too.
That's not jurisdiction, but go ahead.
for
Immigration's not their jurisdiction, so I don't know where you're going with it, but go ahead.
Right. So if there are NGOs that have a propensity to try to infiltrate our country for whatever nefarious purposes or good purposes, I can't see why we'd want to shut down something that's a net positive for our country. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why would we? Good. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't. You're not making any sense in the entire topic, so I don't.
No, okay. So let me state it one more time.
Well, you've brought in the FBI, brought in the CIA, and you brought in the fact that these companies are doing this legally to bring in workers. This is a legal process.
No, my premise is yes and. You're saying it's legal currently for these people to claim asylum even if it's just bullshit.
Yeah.
Right?
Would you like me to bring out
And I have already granted it, for fuck's sake, Sage. I've already granted it. I've already agreed with you. This is the third time that I've agreed with you.
that we have with you? It's like the breakfast questions. Where are you going with this then? I don't.
Well, if you stop interrupting me as I'm explaining this, I'm trying to be as charitable with you as I possibly can.
I know. How's it feel? Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. I don't give a shit how it feels. Facts don't give a shit about my fucking feelings, Sage.
But you have feelings. You seem to be triggered.
No. Facts don't care about my feelings,
Okay,
Sage.
so continue on with.
Let's get a descriptor. Let's get a descriptor, Sage.
How did the FBI and CIA get
Mhm.
involved in the whole conversation?
Oh,
That
right.
there is kind
Because you interrupted me right in the middle of me putting the period on the end of the sentence. I agree. We solve the issues of the loophole constitutionally. You said you think that would be a good thing. I agree. We're not in disagreement. Now we go on to, we do research and find out if these NGOs are doing this for nefarious infiltration purposes. They get investigated. They end up, through international law, get sanctioned or get held responsible. And when they find out and follow the money of who's behind all of this, that gets dealt with by the FBI, by the CIA. In the meantime, we try to remedy closing those loopholes here in the Constitution, right? While trying to respect the law in every aspect that we can. Now, if I am, so we can agree that it can be yes and, right? It doesn't have to be mutually exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
We agree?
Yes.
Okay. So then what's the problem with bringing the FBI and the CIA in to actually do their due diligence and bring punishment to those who are seeking, if they're manipulating the situation in order to weaken the United States of America? Would you not think that that's a form of espionage or a form of subversion or a form of weakening our country?
No.
You don't think that is? Okay. Wow.
No.
Yeah, so you're saying, so your argument is every single person that comes into this country is a net benefit. Not every single. The vast majority of the people coming into this country are so useful to our country. And I go back to my original argument, then why isn't every country in between us and them trying to recruit these people if they're so freaking germane and important? Why isn't their country of origin not threatening them because they're so fucking crucial to every country that they pass through until they get to the United States of America?
So you're okay with legal immigration? Do you think that they're a benefit?
Yeah, absolutely. I do.
So
Yeah.
there's immigrants that are coming in that are they're a benefit to our country. Okay.
Mhm.
But you stretch this whole thing out to saying the main gist of what you said is if bad guys are doing bad things, we should investigate them. My answer would be yes.
Mhm.
But you automatically assume that these NGOs are doing bad things and they should be investigated. And we should, like, the assumption that you're making here is like comic book land, right? So, I mean,
Explain to me. Explain minus the ad hominem. Why is there a flaw in my argument? What's the flaw in my argument?
well, the flaw in your argument is that you're already assuming that this is an invasion.
Yeah.
We showed you that undocumented who come in, who get documentation here, that are waiting for their hearings or trying to get the process of becoming legal citizens, pay into the tax system.
Mhm.
So they pay billions of dollars into the tax system. So nobody's arguing that we shouldn't get rid of the bad illegal immigrants, the ones that shouldn't be here,
Mhm.
or the ones been denied access because a judge has already told them to get out. Nobody's arguing that.
Mhm.
But the argument that I came on for is the fact that you said, "Hey, what happens when these guys?" When this is the pivot I'm talking about. The argument that you stated that you wanted me to answer the question was what happens when we give amnesty and these illegal immigrants try to get better jobs?
Mhm.
And what do you then?
It wasn't my argument. That was the caller's argument. You didn't. Go ahead. I'd love to hear your response to it.
Literally asked me to. That was a great point you said.
Mhm.
Answer the question, and you wanted me to type it in the text. So now that I've answered your question and I've proved that they can already, you're like, well, wait a minute. We're going to now do an FBI investigation.
No, you see, you said that they can already, Sage. I'm pretty sure that there are mechanisms in place that will punish people for illegally hiring any of these people. Then if you're no, hold it. If your response is, Sage, that all they have to do is get a 1099, then every one of these meatpacking facilities would be hiring them as independent contractors, Sage, and that would cover their ass, and they wouldn't be running like fucking cockroaches every time ICE shows up, Sage. So your argument does not hold water. You sound like a fucking Muppet.
The problem is you can't comprehend information, and I'm trying to explain it to you. Not every business is set up to be a 1099 industry. Would you or would you not say that a truck driving job is a better job than picking crops?
So I'm going to go to the one caveat, the one exception that proves whatever rule you want it to be, instead of addressing the fucking fruit picking jobs and the meat packing jobs that you like to keep fucking talking about, you fucking retard. Holy shit, dude, you're insufferable, man.
This is what happens.
You really are insufferable. You know that, right? You already know that.
This is what happens when you lose the debate. I bring you.
What do you mean I lost the debate? You make a claim, prove it.
Okay.
Prove it.
So do you believe a truck driver is a better job than picking crops?
Do I believe? I don't know. I got a fucking orchard in my backyard. I got an apiary. I got chickens. I love doing this shit. I love putting my hands in the soil. You asked me a fucking question, asshole. I'm fucking answering it, and you're telling me my lived experience is in error because you don't agree with it. You fucking restarted human being.
You see what I'm talking about, guys?
Wow, dude. What do you mean, guys?
I'm talking to my guys.
What do you mean, guys? Who are you fucking talking to? You're talking to me. You can't handle the truth, dude.
I just gave you the truth.
What's the truth? You made a claim that this job is better than that job. That was your claim. I didn't give it any credence. That's your claim. Prove that it's a better job.
Well, let me finish. A tractor trailer driver is making more than probably somebody picking crops. An undocumented can go to school and become a non-domiciled CDL driver and drive a tractor trailer. It's happening all the time. So right there is an example of a better job that they can get right now legally. So what are we doing then? What happens then? They can do it now. So that kind of smashes your argument, right?
Okay, well, you know what I'm going to do? I actually think I showed one of these videos where truck drivers are actually in crippling poverty. It's like the new miners, right? You owe your soul to the company store. With people like you, in your line of work are taxing the shit out of these people.
How you talk trucking. Tell me about trucking.
Yeah, I'm going to show a video where it's gonna explain.
What did I just prove to you? Did I
Go
just
ahead.
prove to you
Go ahead.
that they can
Go
get
ahead.
a better
Gish Gallop.
job?
Go ahead and Gish Gallop. Go ahead and Gish Gallop.
Did I
Can they do it legally? What's your proof that it's legal?
Yes, it's. Do you want the article?
Then why do they run like cockroaches when ICE shows up at a meat packing facility? Why don't they just get a 1099 better job, you fucking muppet? Why don't they just do that? Why are they working these other jobs? Because if they're just asylum seekers.
He is obsessed. It is absolutely wild, bro. I give him the point. I can show him the articles. I can pull up the documentation that you can get the CDL. He even says that they can get a CDL on his. So I don't. What do you want me to tell you?
Wait, I agree to it. I'm asking you to show me the proof. It's your claim. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof, dude.
Well, I'm on your stream. I'll do a video on it. I'll reference this.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take this recording. I'll reference this, and I'll show the proof.
So my question to you would be, then why aren't they all truck drivers then, instead of running from ICE and being meat packers and fruit pickers?
I guess some like to put their hands in the soil like you do.
Exactly.
So
but why is it that they're illegally doing it and have to run from ICE when they're picking fruit, but when they're driving trucks and they can't speak the language, it's okay and legal according to your fucking argument?
Are running from ICE. You know they're scooping up people that are legal citizens, right?
Oh, okay. So let's always go to the exception. Always go to the most extreme. Do you know that some cases of unplanned pregnancies might be incest and rape?
I mean, why do you?
You're Mr. Exception. That's what you're fucking insufferable.
Exception. I mean, I don't know how many facts count for you to prove my point.
You haven't presented one yet. You've made a claim.
You even said that.
Put it in the back chat. Put it in the back chat.
You even said that.
Show me in the back chat that a person here who's undocumented, who's seeking asylum, can then get the documentation in order to become a truck driver legally. No, it's your fucking claim. Well, just like a lazy fucking libtard, I got to do your job for you. You sound like an EBT American right now, dude.
You have control of the screens.
Yeah, you can put it in the back. You can put it right there in the back chat. It's your argument, you fucking muppet.
Domiciled CDL driver.
It's your argument, Sage.
Right,
Why don't you make your own argument?
I have already proven it. I got to get back to work. You can Google anything you want. It's one of the biggest complaints of truck drivers out there that they can come in and they can get this. So I know it's any one of your 5 people watching is welcome to go ahead and look it up.
Oh, so okay. I'm sorry. Maybe if I was fucking vertical like you fucking retard. Holy shit. This guy is so fucking pathetic, man. Yep. Yeah. That went exactly like we thought it would, didn't it?
We can't give them amnesty. Well, I can fix the problem. We can give them amnesty. Then they have to pay more money. Well, no. We don't want to do that. Okay, we don't want to do that. Why? Because they're taking away from jobs. Well, then why don't you just go work?
Fucking lame, dude. You make an argument. You have the ability to share it in the back chat right there. I could have brought the link right up, but you run. You ran from the dick, dude. You climbing up the backboard. I had to grab you by the hips to bring you back in. It's your fucking claim. Mr. Exceptions make the rule. Don't prove the rule. What are we doing here, chat? What are we doing here? He comes in like a fucking, like a pigeon shitting all over the chessboard, knocking the pieces over and goes, I won, and then walks off.
Just go do their job.
So explain to me, if your argument, Sage, is that these people can just go become a 1099 and they don't have to run from ICE, why aren't they becoming an independent contractor, Sage? Why aren't they? And then who's going to pick the fruit if everyone can be a truck driver and they don't have to run from ICE? We're back to who's going to pick the fruit. Ooh, Sage, who's going to pick your precious mangoes? Sage, who's going to do it? Oh, you triggered. No, you're a fucking Muppet, Sage. You're a low IQ Muppet. You can't even fucking say the right words, man. You misuse words completely. You say the exact wrong word. And I have to fill in the blanks for what exactly you actually mean. I mean, you say it with such confidence. I actually looked it up because I'm like, I ain't never heard that word before. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that actually is a word. Maybe I'm about to learn something. No, Sage. No. I'm not learning from you, Sage. Because you're an ignorant Muppet, dude. You're 100% an ignorant Muppet. Fact. You're low IQ, bro. And you're the fattest freaking vegan I've ever seen. I didn't even get to ask you that question. How can you justify calling yourself a vegan and be carrying around 250 fucking pounds? You're not built, dude. You're not taut at all. You ain't got no fucking tightness to your body at all. You're soft as fucking baby shit, bro.
I love the ones that says, well, what's going to keep them? We need to keep them down there doing that job. We don't want to give them amnesty and allow them to get a better job. Wait, what?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. He ran away like a little bitch. I didn't hang up on him. He left. Yeah, right when I asked him to prove it. Show me the fucking proof, dude. Show me the proof. I mean, you're talking with your chest like you know all the answers to everything. Show me the proof. You got no proof, do you?
Did you really say that out loud? You don't want them to get a better job? What would keep them there? I don't know. Comfort? They enjoy doing what they're doing?
He's not good faith, bro. He's not good faith, man. Not a good faith actor.
Sage Outcast, temp service. You looking for a job?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you're looking for a farm job. We've got a bunch of farm openings, and we're wondering if you would work on the farm.
Well, why aren't you talking about the truck driving jobs that they can do? Isn't that a better job? Isn't that your argument, Sage? Wait a minute, Sage. Well, why aren't you talking about all the trucking jobs? What do you? Why do they have to work farm jobs, Sage? That's weird, Sage. That's weird, Sage. All right. They don't follow the dot rules. Yeah, we got a trucker in the chat right now. Can't hear right now. Tim is on a business call. More rules they break, the more money they make. Exactly. So not sure what the one in chat is for. That was like an hour ago. You're way behind, Dove. Lone Bolt says the more competitive they can bid. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, Sage is, I'm telling you, if the FBI investigated Sage, I think they'd find some things. I really think they might find some things. I think there's a reason why this dude, I really do. I think there's a reason why this dude's doing what he's doing. I think there's a reason why these tariffs and this immigration stuff is so important to him. Yeah. So again, if you're not breaking the law, Sage, if they're not breaking the law, right? If they're not breaking the law, Sage, why do they run when ICE comes around? If they're just asylum seekers, why are they running? Oh, because they're rounding up even legal people? That was your response to me saying, if they are not breaking the law, all they got to do is have them fill out a 1099. Then why aren't they all filling out 1099s? Why isn't the business set up that these can be independent fruit pickers, independent contractors? That's your argument, Sage. That's your logic. Once again, your logic doesn't follow, bro. Once again, your logic doesn't follow. That's why it's insufferable to deal with you. And wasn't he just talking about how, oh, you're triggered? Ugh. Well, I'm not that calm debater and stuff like that. I get really animated. Isn't that what you said, Sage? Yeah, so do I, bro. So do I. Yeah, I get animated too. And I get really frustrated when libtards like you, little communist fucking Bolshevik, fucking Marxist, Leninist, fucking socialists like you try to ruin my fucking country. I take it real personal, Sage. I take it real fucking personal. Yeah.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, they want to run Lone Bolt out of a job. You don't give a shit about Americans.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
You're one of who?
All right.
Workers from on the farm.
You're one of our indentured
This guy's totally fucking LARPing right now.
servants that we should keep down there working on the
All right,
farm
Lone.
and shouldn't give a better life. Is that what you do? How much you making an
Yeah.
hour? 22 cents.
I like to hang out. I like to hang out in the shade of the tree when I'm supposed to be picking fruit. Oh, this guy's totally like trolling him.
85 sometimes.
85 cents.
Mm-hmm.
What you got, brother?
Yeah, just I want to know, why all the people, say shit like that.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm sorry, man. I don't know. It's funny to me because they're so dumb, right?
Yeah, because they never be working on, all day, every day, long hours.
No, No, they have
and
not.
able to collect anything.
No, they have not. And my thing too.
I don't know. Again, man, you really think you dunked on me? That's the craziest thing, Sage, bro. I'm giving descriptors. I'm not telling you how I think things should be. I'm showing you how things actually are, bro. And you're telling me, no, it's not like that at all. It's demonstratable. I just watched a video about the trucking industry where they're paying these people basically peanuts in order to be able to run truck for them. Sometimes they have to borrow against their future $100 next week in order to buy fucking food as they sleep in their trucks. They're basically slaves in the trucking industry. That's the video I saw. I mean, this is what are you doing, bro? What is your argument here? You're the one who's probably doing predatory or hiring practices out of the whole group of people, dude. You probably have the most to benefit from these suppressed incomes.
Is that a lot of aspect of if we basically said, hey, we could do some amnesty here and give you guys, we don't teach farming as much anymore. So you guys, to my opinion, would be a big benefit to the farm system of bringing back our farm systems to be even better. Wouldn't you think, or am I wrong there?
You're probably
yeah.
wrong. You're
But we
probably
we're
wrong.
hoping for more to get all and get benefits. Like this, we never get anything.
Never get benefits?
Benefits, yeah. Because if we have like a path to citizen, something like that, we can collect benefits from here. We put money in and we never get any.
Right. You pay taxes in and you never get money out. 100%. I 100% agree with you, brother. Thank you for calling in. I got to get moving. Sage Outcast Temp Service.
Hey, Sage, I called.
You're the factory worker.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the factory worker.
Yes.
I have 3 points to make, and then I'll stop calling, and I'll let you get on with your show.
No problem. Go ahead.
Oh, Chad, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear her insights on factory working.
To the people who keep saying, well, just pay people more, pay people more. We can't pay people more if we keep giving billionaires tax breaks.
True story.
Yeah, eat the rich. Eat the rich. Where's your eat the rich sign? Dude, get some cardboard and marker. Eat the rich. Guys, we got to eat the rich. Let's go eat the rich. Can we eat the rich already? Is it time to eat the rich yet? Can we eat the rich? Let's eat the rich. Let's eat the rich, chat.
Next.
My second point is we already tried getting Americans to work in fields with the Welfare to Work program. You want to know what happened? Americans got injured because turns out picking vegetables is a highly skilled job.
How do you know that as a factory worker? I don't know. How do you know that as a factory worker? Wait, as the mighty factory worker, how do you know that it's a highly skilled job to pick vegetables and fruit? Wait, where do you get your where's your metadata coming from? I'm so confused, chat. I'm so confused. Where's she getting this information from? You wouldn't have to be a real non-winner if a criminal immigrant can come in and take your job. You wouldn't have to be a real non-winner? I don't understand what that means. I don't know what that means, dude. You're talking in code again. What? What does that mean? What does it mean?
No. What? What? What are you doing, dude?
I don't get it, chat. I don't get it. Just speak plain. Just speak plainly, dude. Say what you mean and mean what you say so people don't have to decipher it. It's weird.
Workman's comp claims. Good point there. I never even thought about that one. Go ahead. That's good.
That's what I was talking about. You didn't even want to acknowledge it. Workman's comp. There's legal aspects to what you have to have in place in order for somebody to legally work for your company. And they don't have these things in place. That's why they all run like cockroaches every time ICE comes around. Explain to me how I'm wrong, Sage.
And then, oh gosh, I had a third point. Fuck.
You're doing good.
What was my third point?
She doesn't know. She don't know.
Well, it had to do with paying more money. We want to pay more money for jobs.
Perfect, dude. This guy actually got exactly what he needed.
And
That was my first point. I'm sorry, I totally forgot my third point. I'll let you get on with the show.
2 out of 3 isn't bad. 2 out of 3 isn't bad. Thanks for bringing it back there.
Oh, you'd have to be a real loser if a criminal immigrant can come in and take your job. Right. Or you might just be a low-skilled person, man. The world needs ditch diggers. I hear what you're saying. There are those who follow rules and those who don't. Yes, I agree. I got to let my dog out. All right, let's listen to this guy.
All right, let me do this. Let me activate this real quick here. Fast Call Friday. I know this is normally we fire away a little bit faster on the phone calls on Friday. I try to keep them moving forward. I try. Sometimes I get sidetracked. But besides that, Sonia.
His number, 856-600-4654. Sage Outcast. I have questions.
This is an unknown caller. Unknown caller. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yes.
Yeah, so I actually work in the farms, man. That shit, I will never fucking work again. Like, it's hard, man. Like, it's hard as fuck, man. And honestly, like, all the things are happening, like, the people are saying, oh, let's get these people out, man.
Yeah.
Dude, they don't know what the fuck they're doing, man. They're gonna unstable the supply chain, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big portion, too, that people don't, unless you've actually done that. Like, I remember doing that when I was a kid. My grandparents had farmed. And that you don't just work on their farm. You go work on the neighbors' farms and the other farms and everybody. And then it's like, oh, my God.
Dude, and some of the people that you like a fucking farm animal.
Yes. And then there's bugs and there's a lot of stuff. And you're picking these berries. There's a lot of, like, we have black flies up here. There's a ton of bugs. Bugs don't like, well, they actually love me.
Oh, yeah, dude. Like, I work in the summer here in Easter PA, man. Oh, man, the fucking worst, times of my life, man. I worked when I was in high school, and, like, that was like a high school job. And, I mean, I'm actually Hispanic. I'm Mexican-American, and they were a bunch of, like, fucking, like animals, man. Like, no breaks, like...
Yeah.
Dude, like, I didn't even bring my water bottle, and I was like, shit, man, what the fuck? I even drink water from the fucking river, man. Like, Craig that was there.
Bro, it's
yeah, because it was hard, man. Like, like, yeah, like... And the thing is this, it's not the farmer's fault, man. It's just that there is not enough money there to be make, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of farmers that I've seen around here, where I'm from, they either the kids that don't even want to do farming anymore, they sell on the land to build like high-end, like 3 million, like big houses, and they sell them pretty much everything. Like a lot of farmers are out of business. They don't want nothing to do with the farm because it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, and the kids that don't want to take over, they get in all these farmers, they sell on their land, and they're just buying things in the Keys and Miami and all these wonderful cities in Florida. But they don't want nothing. They don't want nothing to do with the farms.
I agree. And thank you for the call, brother. Got another call coming in. Sage Outcast, Fast Call Friday. Did I get you in time? No. Yes. I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Barely, but maybe. Try keep going.
Am I on?
Yeah, you're on.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, man. Yeah, I didn't think I'd get on. No, man. Yeah, no, I just want to say this is a pedophile country, and all these people love defending this motherfucker. Please untime me out from the chat.
Oh, God. I don't decide the chat. So if they if they decided to time you out in the chat, that's their fault. I don't make that decision. Just so you know, my mods run my chat, so that's kind of their call, brother. But
all right. So I gotta figure out. Hold on, there's got to be a meme for this. It's got to be like a meme, right? Let me go to YouTube real quick. Let's go. Fat vegans. Got to be a meme, right? What I eat in a day as a fat vegan. All right. This has got to be this has got to be the diet that he's on then. Hold on, Sage. Is this the diet you're on, Sage? Inquiring minds want to know.
I eat in a day as a fat girl who doesn't focus on weight loss. I got a caramel macchiato without the drizzle and added my own pumpkin spice. It was so bomb. After we went grocery shopping, I got these chili limon chips. They were so good. Then I had orange chicken and these veggie gyozas. Later, I made a chicken sandwich. Then I got really snacky, so I ate some jerky and then some okra and vegan chocolate chip cookies from Trader Joe's. I eat in a day as a fat girl who doesn't focus on weight loss. I got a caramel macchiato without the drizzle and added my own pumpkin spice. It was so bomb. After we went grocery shopping,
There are a lot of overweight vegans, and it's because people don't understand that there's something called calories in, calories out. And when you eat in excess of calories, you gain weight. Even if you're eating in excess calories of watermelon, you will gain weight. I've hung out with overweight vegans and I've hung out with thin vegans. The thin vegans don't eat that much. The overweight vegans eat a lot. And it's not a lot in terms of volume, but it's a lot in terms of caloric density. They just overeat. They eat too much, and they don't work out that much. But even if they do work out, they're eating in excess of what they're burning. So the secret, man, that nobody likes to talk about is like if you want to look really, really good, like you want to be Bruce Lee level lean, you can't eat that much. You've got to eat just the right amount to be super shredded like.
They've tipped milk all over the floor of Fortnum and Mason and Selfridges in London. They've hurled white paint all over it.
Piers, you've got a right to price. Oof, you've got me another one.
Stick it off your bingo.
Fantastic.
Stick it off your bingo, son.
But where's the salt? Where's it?
Won't need any of this gruel. Let's put that
Fantastic.
to one side, but I will have a bit of steak just to...
You didn't salt it, though.
You see, all you've achieved is you've made me want to do this. Just
That's
eat a lovely...
absolutely fine. You go for it.
Do you know? Do you know how many steaks he's had from my restaurant?
Yeah, a lot. But here's my point. I love eating steak. I'm not going to stop eating steak. Yeah. And the very last thing on earth that will stop me eating steak is people like you with your pasty faces running into our restaurants telling us to stop eating steak. That's the
fine.
very last thing I'm going to do.
Absolutely.
Because you don't
fine,
represent to me
Piers.
vitality or good health. You just all look like you want a good bit of steak.
That's
Honestly, you
absolutely
do.
fine. You're fully entitled to that opinion. And as I've just said earlier, you're right to protest if you want to run into a
Your
vegan
mates are
restaurant.
also the Extinction
Absolutely
Rebellion,
fine.
right?
My mates.
You're all like interwoven, like you said before we came on air.
What, like a woolen blanket.
Well, are you
together.
connected or not?
No. So we're a sister movement.
A sister movement? What's that?
Extinction Rebellion.
Sounds a bit sexist.
No, we have, common goals.
What are your common goals? Irritating people.
Such as tackling the climate and ecological emergency.
All right, guys. Well, it's been fun. We had a good day. Sage Outcast. It's official. Whether I'm on your show or whether you're on my show, you are not a bad faith arguer at all. I'll be right there with you, baby. Oh, I don't want to show it yet because I want to surprise people. Maybe that'll be tonight's show. I've been waiting for that. Tune in tonight. We're going to be talking about the immigrant invasion all over the West. That includes America, by the way. And I will be wearing a very interesting bit of apparel. Can't wait to showcase it tonight. Hashtag triggered. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Oh, don't forget to tune in tonight, Sage. Don't forget to tune in tonight. It's going to be